What up? What up? What up? It's Rec League Podcast, man. I go by Randy Little. I do my best to host this thing, contain the madness, if you will. On this episode, we got as full a panel as we normally have. Squad is Roland, Rocket, Sigmund, Nicholas, and we pay some respects. It feels like half of Hollywood passed away over the last 2 weeks. And then this is your first, maybe second, possibly third spoiler warning. If you have not seen Scream 7, do not listen to this episode. We talk about everything. We say who the killers are, we say why they did it, we mention different scenes that stood out, positive or negatively. And it's a fun episode. It's one of probably the longest episode we've done this calendar year. But like I said, see the movie, come back, kick it with us, leave a rating, leave a comment, let us know what you thought about the movie, about the episode, positive, negative. All feedback is something, you feel me? Recently in the movie theater, the weekend of February the 20th, very special day in this house, How to Make a Killing came out. I guess it was a limited release. I didn't realize it was that limited, but that was like the release that weekend. I Can Only Imagine 2 also came out. This current weekend, obviously, Scream 7 is the big release. This upcoming weekend, the 6th of March, we got Hoppers, the new Pixar movie. Blame Disney if you haven't heard about it. It's a new Pixar. I can't wait to see it. And then The Bride. Maggie Gyllenhaal doing her version of The Bride of Frankenstein. And then the weekend of the next episode, the 13th of March, Reminders from Him comes out. The same book as out of the movie where Dave Franco and Allison Williams, like, partners were cheating with each other and passed away. The same, some, I don't know, teenage romantic drama shit. And then, let me see. On physical media, Tuesday, February the 17th, Predator Badlands came out. Ben-Hur got a 4K. All the President's Men got a 4K. A Beautiful Mind came out. That one snuck past me. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out. Sisu Road to Revenge. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Dexter Resurrections. Rental Family. Small Soldiers got a 4K upgrade. Song Sung Blue. The Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. I think that Mean Girls is a re-release. Regretting You was the name of that movie with Dave Franco and Allison Williams. And the live-action Hiccup and McKenna Grace. McKenna Grace never stops working. MVD put out like 3 different Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. Warner Brothers with a bunch of matching slipcover releases. They annoy the fuck out of me. The 24th of February, Network, Criterion, The Man Who Wasn't There, Criterion. It was a lighter Tuesday. So on to this current Tuesday. This upcoming Tuesday is March the 3rd. And we got the Running Man remake from Edgar Wright, Hamnet, Kung Fu Panda 3 4K 10th anniversary. There's a Wild Robots Steelbook, Zootopia 2, Cobra Kai, the complete series box set, Star Trek Strange New World. Good Tuesday, light-ish Tuesday. The 10th of March, we're getting a Rango 4K. So that's pretty underrated. And then, man, that looks to be it. Some shit called Randy and the Mob has my attention just because it's Randy. I'll be back. Squad will be with me. We're gonna. I want to say we're gonna take it to Woodsboro, but Scream 7 is not in Woodsboro. It's Rec League. Back at it We got something like a full panel. Rocket, how you been?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You was too cool to kick it with us 2 weeks ago.
Bro,
You missed a great honoring of the Strangers franchise.
Yo, it was a damn
Bro.
roast.
I still have yet to see, like,
You not.
it's funny with that
missing
franchise.
nothing.
I've yet to see any of those movies.
You
like,
seen the first one?
No,
the very first one.
No, I've not, and I've
Oh.
been very intrigued to see it. And then after now, like chapter 1, 2, I'm like, it just takes the mystery and fun out of it. And it's like, why?
Yeah, you watch the first one and you're good. Pray at night if you're
Okay.
feeling dangerous, but after those two,
Okay.
you're not missing shit.
Okay.
Pray at night.
Nicholas, Beanie Man, how's it going? It's a nice tea.
Cold. It's chilly.
Is it cold? Is it though?
Bad hair day.
Eric Sigmund, how was Elimination Chamber?
Whew, a little hot in here. Sorry.
Yo, the Bulls did not win one game in February, dog. They got Colin Sexton from the Hornets, and that was their February.
Yeah, no, that's funny. But to answer your
Chicago
initial
Bulls
question,
shit.
oh, we gotta have a great segue because the movie we're eventually gonna talk about takes place somewhere.
Nah,
But anywho.
'cause-
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yes,
nah,
doing
like
well.
we starting on some somber.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a billion celebrities passed away in the last 2 weeks.
Same.
But I wrote down Eric Dane and Robert Carradine.
Mm-hmm.
I personally am not too familiar with either one of these dudes. So
What?
y'all can pay y'all homage. I've never watched Revenge of the Nerds.
What?
I'm sorry. I look like I should be the fucking star of the movie, but I've never seen it.
So everybody over here wears glasses, even me. So
Put them on in with your old ass.
Oh, I don't need them. I'm nearsighted.
And then Eric Dane, like, he was in the most recent Bad Boys, Grey's Anatomy. I just, like, the sad shit about him is, like, how fast everything happened.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
I was watching. I watched Valentine's Day like every year. Like I just do. I'm like, okay, it's Valentine's Day. There's the movie with Valentine's Day. Anne Hathaway and Taylor are in it. I have to watch it. So I just do. And like he's in it. And I was watching it. So that's been like 2 weeks ago. And I like as I was watching, I was like, Eric Dane is in it, and he's just like, he's like a football player. He's like my age, and he's probably like 35. And I'm just like, look at this guy. I was like, this is so unfair. I was like, just what is happening to him is just not fair. And it was like, what, like 3 days later?
Yeah.
Less than a week, he died. Like, dude, that's just fucked up. It's unfair was the biggest takeaway from that.
It's crazy because he's been in stuff.
X-Men.
You know, exactly.
I didn't realize
nobody
that
talks
was
about it.
him in that X-Men 3.
Yeah, and the funny thing is he made
He
his
was
name
in The
in
Last
like
Stand,
Grey's
wasn't he?
Anatomy. That's where he made his name, in Grey's Anatomy. And then he was also in Euphoria. You know?
Yeah.
He's in Euphoria.
Yeah.
He's Jacob Elordi's dad in
Yeah.
Euphoria. But the thing is, there was a TV show on Amazon, which it benefits now why it got canceled. But I enjoyed it. It was called Countdown. It's with Jensen Ackles and all that. And it was, I think, a 10-episode season, the first season. And it was actually pretty solid. And it ended in August, and they canceled it in October. Now, I don't know if it was because of viewership or if because they knew something else was happening. And that, I mean, Eric Dane's character basically he was basically the group leader or the crew leader of that group that he had on the show. And maybe they knew that his health was going down. But also at the end of the day, I thought that show was pretty good. But Eric Dane has been on a lot of things that, you know, little tidbits here, little tidbits there. He was in that naval show that he was like
The last.
Yeah.
It was popular when it was on.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, how fast he deteriorated from what Countdown was to this in the last year is pretty sad.
Yeah, he was the Eric, which I filmed like maybe a year before it came out. I think it got delayed a bit, but like, he's in that, and I think I saw that like maybe a little bit after that news broke. Jesus Christ! I was just like watching it, like, oh, still doing good, and it was like, no, actually, this is really bad.
Did anybody watch the Netflix thing?
I was just gonna ask that.
I couldn't bring myself to watch it.
Nah, man, it's sad ass shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I watched so they were like, these are his, he's got one final message.
It was for his kids.
And I didn't realize that it was like from a thing. Like I thought it was something like he left behind, maybe kind of like Randy in Scream 3. And that he like did a thing. And so I'm watching it. I was like, dude, this is, he had so much more love to give. He was clearly loved by so many. I was like, he's handling this like a goat. And he does the thing, and then at the end it just goes dun dun, and it was like, watch it. Dude, are you
Yeah.
Netflix got to get their watermark in there.
He wanted to get his word out. He made a business deal before.
Yeah.
I'm sure that. Yeah.
But I guess it's why it is bad, because I was like, I didn't realize it was clipped from a bigger thing, but it was still just like.
Yeah. No, a lot of people didn't, because they were, like other big pages posted. They're like, oh, I think this should have been private. They're like, in the comments, like, this is literally on Netflix.
Yeah. Like, no, that was his intent.
Yeah.
But it was just like, eat it, Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. A bummer. He's also in Marley and Me.
No. God damn. You go back to this stuff before a person blows up and realize.
I don't know if I've watched Marley and Me since the theater.
Whoa.
Need a good try.
Yeah. Not going to watch that movie again. The hell with that movie.
It's
But,
like,
good movie. Y'all know what I mean. But still.
Jennifer Aniston in that movie. I'll give it another run.
Oh, my God.
yeah, Valentine's Day. He's the football player. Then he ends up being gay with Bradley Cooper. It's wonderful.
Holy crap. That was
Yeah, Valentine's Day. Yep.
That was the plot line.
Valentine's Day too. But they don't have
139 episodes of Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, that like Nick said, that's his blow up right there.
to go. He's one of those characters I like watch Grey's Anatomy, but like every woman in my family watched Grey's Anatomy. So it was like on at some point. Like it came on when I was in high school and it's still on. Like so it's like I've seen Grey's Anatomy. And one of those characters who like I think he came on.
Rocket was in high school.
It's kind of like he's almost like a Fonzie kind of character, just like a real cool, like, oh, this is the bad boy guy, to being like a super like nuanced and beloved character on the show. I think he died on the show. I don't it's like, I don't know. That's one of those things where it's like you're on for so long, you have to like put crazy shit. It's like he was involved in a plane crash at one point on the show that I think killed his girlfriend, and then I think he might have gotten sick and died on the show. But he's a loved character for sure. Euphoria.
So, what'd you say, Nick?
Euphoria is bad. It is bad television, but he was good on it, I guess.
Yeah. Euphoria is what you call junk food television, because it's popular and it's still popular. People are clamoring for its upcoming season. It's like it's a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. The shit is good, but and it tastes good, but it ain't good for you.
It's like ashtray.
It's some shit, bro. A bunch of pretty people in that motherfucker. A bunch of kids want to know like what their favorite people are acting in. It's that water cooler shit, bro. It's like Chappelle's show back when we was in high school. Everybody just want to go to work and school, water cooler shit the next day and talk about it.
It made some,
Euphoria.
Hey, Sweeney, like those people were not famous before that show.
No,
and they've gone on to do cool stuff. I'll give it that.
They did created stars.
Yeah,
I did.
Like Eric Dan, not to be like, oh, Eric Dan was bad at. He was great at. He plays like a pedophile, and it's a fucked up. I watched the first season, and I was like, never again.
No wonder why what's the name heights were wuthering.
I watched that show, a couple episodes of season 1, and like Shelby still watches it, and I'm like,
yeah, my wife watched that shit too.
I wanted to take a shower and bleach. I was like, this is not good. This is it was like,
Zendaya, there's just like I just remember a scene with like her talking to Eric Dane. She's like, I got no problem telling people that you like to fuck with little kids.
Yeah. Like,
What is this show? I was like, what am I? I thought this was like,
Who's the shittiest character in a show full of shitty characters? Is that what we're doing?
pretty much.
it's probably Eric Dane from what I remember. Eric, and then like
Oh man.
Sounds like I could not pass harder.
great in it. I remember it even though I didn't like the show.
But Jason Bateman's got that DTF St. Louis shit that I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of want to watch.
So dark. They just get dark with their material sometimes.
Oh yeah.
They gave us Oz, they gave us The Wire, they gave us Sopranos. We knew what HBO was on.
I miss Taxi Cab Confessions.
Oh my goodness.
Remember those? Oh man.
I miss it.
Reminds me of Knocked Up. We'll watch Taxi Cab Confessions.
Now, I want to ask Nick something because Randy already said what he said, and I'm assuming Rocket is going to be familiar with the next person. So, Nick, have you seen Revenge of the Nerds?
Yeah.
And are familiar with its
Nick
significance
has seen
in
everything.
the 80s?
Oh man, that movie's great.
So let me say, Robert Carradine, we're talking about him now. So this is insane. I found out he had a podcast with a co-host, and I started listening to it a month ago. The most recent episode is 2 weeks ago.
Crazy.
And it's a good show. They had Eric Roberts on there, and they had my boy, so Don the Dragon Wilson. So I know y'all heard that name before at one point in your life.
Martial
Batman
artist.
Forever.
Yes, he talked about that on there.
Yep.
He was on the show talking about that. But yeah.
Who the hell are you?
So let me ask you this. I know Nick has to know. So Randy, you know who Robert Carradine's brothers are?
Bill and the dude from Dexter that Deb was clapping cheeks with.
Yes. So Keith Carradine, Lundy on Dexter.
That's his name.
And David Carradine, Bill, most people, younger people know him as Bill, and he came to fame in Kung Fu, the show that was supposed to be Bruce Lee's show.
Yeah.
And
Boxer.
yeah. It's a box. So there's a movie I wanted to ask y'all about. It's a Western. It came out in 1981. It's called The Long Riders.
Yep.
And this movie was cool and unique. Walter Hill, y'all know him. He directed it. And this movie was cool because it featured families playing the characters. You had the Carradines, you had the Keaches, and you had who else was it?
There's more than one Keach?
Yeah, Stacy and James Keach.
James.
You've seen them both before.
James Keach, my ass.
You say James Keach. Where would you know James Keach from? Have you seen National Lampoon's Vacation?
Of course.
All right, he was the motorcycle cop. When they found out they left the dog
Yes.
tied
Up to the
bumper.
bumper.
That's James Keach's brother. And the Guest, so Christopher Guest, who we know from he and his brother were in it too. The less famous brother, Nicholas Guest. But it wasn't anything fantabulous. It was a cool concept for
what about the Quaids?
Yep,
The Quaids?
Randy and
You're joking, but guess what?
they was in there.
They were in it.
I'm looking at the cast list.
Oh,
fool.
you're looking at it. I thought you were being funny. Yeah, they were in it. Dennis and Randy. Too many damn Randys in the world.
I be fucking with y'all too much. I know you're trying to be funny, but
No, I mean that would have been a fair joke. That
I'm
would have been
definitely
funny.
serious.
What about the Quaids? What about the
But no,
Yes.
so Revenge of the Nerds was Robert Carradine's claim to fame.
Yep.
Kind of.
Definitely. And what's crazy is and he and Anthony Edwards were the stars of the movie. Anthony Edwards is almost 10 years younger than him.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Carradine was 30.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, he's my mom's
Toby was
age,
30
which is
playing
crazy.
Peter Parker, dog. They
Yeah.
do that shit all the time.
They do.
Like, one of the things that I've heard and that he's sort of acknowledged was that, like, he in like the 70s, 80s, Robert Carradine was like cool.
Yeah, no, there's some pictures out there. Like this dude was like, man,
like Jamie Lee Curtis and like a lot of people who've like known him for a long time, like talk about like he was like really cool. Like like rode bikes and like had like long hair and was like.
You see the picture she posted of him, the leather jacket.
Yeah.
The
like, and he was gonna pass Revenge of the Nerds.
Right. He did pass.
I saw him saying something. He passed a few times.
He was like, I'm too fucking cool for this.
And that's crazy how it works. And he got typecast as that.
Yeah.
And everybody thought he was that. But you know what he did 4 of those movies, which is insane. But
equals. The first two are the best ones.
Yeah, I mean the 4th one was made for TV. That's how far down the series went.
Like Psycho.
But what was it? So I don't know if any of you are familiar. If Revenge of the Nerds is what my generation knows him from, and then the younger generation, that's Lizzie McGuire's dad.
It's a bit.
My childhood, a lot of people that's what I told a lot of people. I was like, "Did you watch Lizzie McGuire? Her dad died." And they were like, "No," and I was like, "Well, yes, he did." But that was it's definitely popular.
But also, he plays a role in a movie like I want to say somewhat recent, Django Unchained. He was a tracker.
Yeah, people didn't recognize him. Yeah, he pops up like in random roles. Mm-hmm. Like he was in a couple of John Carpenter. He was in Escape from L.A. As a skinhead. And I don't know. Have y'all seen Escape from L.A.?
Yeah.
So he was the dude. Kurt Russell is. I'm sorry. Snake Plissken is looking for somebody, and there's a skinhead dude who's throwing knives at one of the soldiers. They got strung up. He's like, "Hey, $100 if you can hit him." And he asked him, Kurt Russell, he's like, "Yeah, how do I get to Hollywood Boulevard? Like, do I look like a fucking tour guide?" And if you go watch the scene, it's Robert Carradine and Snake Plissken. He kills him, but
yeah.
And he was also in Ghost of Mars. Robert Carradine was one of the team members, and he gets subsequently killed in that movie. But yeah, but he's been around. He's like these little bit parts.
The Cowboys and
got to pay the bills.
Back.
Yeah, but I don't know. So apparently, the circumstances of his death suck.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. He was suffering supposedly from bipolar disorder for 20 years.
Yeah,
and it's rough. And then that's the thing with these mental stigmas and whatnot. People think you just shake it off, you'll be all right, like it's a cold or some shit.
Yeah,
no,
it's not that easy. Like, God dog, these dudes be like, you look at the podcast it's a video podcast. Y'all can check it out. It's on YouTube, and like, man, we don't know the guy personally, but you wouldn't have thought anything. But yeah, like the episode with him, with Eric Roberts, is one of the most, like, they look like they're having a good time. But like, yeah, that sucks. Because like I mentioned, I found out he died. I'm like, oh, what happened? Because he's my mom's age, and you start, wearing stuff, and then you find out, like, God damn, he did what he did, and that sucks. But yeah, that's people look at that like, oh, you got I don't know if that was something that bothered him, but actually it wasn't. I posted the clip from Howard Stern. He seemed to be okay with being typecast as the nerd and that role and all that. Because he and I don't know if you remember this, he and Curtis Armstrong, the guy who played Booger, mm-hmm. they had a reality TV show. It was a contest show. I need to look it up. To where it was called Nerds Find Love or something like that. But yeah, you gotta look it up.
That's the name of 4. That's the subtitle.
It sounds like the title. Yeah, that's something that's number 4.
Yeah, because that clip from Howard Stern, they were on that show promoting their show. I have to look it up as we keep talking, but yeah, what can you say? It sucks.
King of the Nerds.
King of the Nerds. There you go. King of the Nerds.
It just seems this year, like all these celebrities passing, it's relentless.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Robert Duvall? Has that been?
I think that was the week we were off. from the pod, or I remember talking.
Was that within
about
the last 2 weeks? I'm telling you, I lost
Yeah.
track.
Yeah, it was. That
It
sucks
was.
that you got to say that because that's what it's been.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this. One more thing
Legend.
about definitely. No, but one more thing about the Revenge of the Nerds movie. It was like most of those damn movies in the 80s, they were critically panned, but they were box office success.
Mhm.
And this was
It's going to be a
the
running
80s.
theme today.
It was the 80s raunch, and oh, Randy, you haven't seen the movie. A lot of Revenge of the Nerds
It felt
doesn't
very
age well.
self-reflective.
And it's funny.
Bro,
To me, it's
fuck
still
all
funny.
that aging well shit.
No. I'm
If
just
you was
saying,
born
it's-
in 2015 and you sensitive as fuck and you don't want to
Yeah.
laugh at yourself, then go fucking
I'm
stare
not
at a
with
wall.
going back. I'm not with going back but it's the thing. We at those movies, everybody got hit.
Good.
As far as the offensive stuff.
Good.
But Revenge of the Nerds
Who gonna
does
complain
something-
if we all getting hit?
Yeah, because John Hughes was big on that, like Lone Duck Dong, that's a whole nother story. But no, Revenge of the Nerds does something that's I think is lost. Like, for example, they make fun of it. What's the movie when Paul Walker and they make a bet that he can't date the most
She's all that.
non-popular girl.
She's not
all
into
that.
you. She's all that. That's what
I win.
There you go.
I got
he
it. I
said,
win.
he said. But that movie started as a trend in the 90s and it went onward, if not. So Revenge of the Nerds, they win and they still remain themselves. No makeovers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want to be accepted as what they are, and they stay what they are.
But
and,
Rachel Lee Cook though.
well, yeah. I mean, oh my God, she has a ponytail and glasses. Come on, man. And that sends a bad message. A lot of those movies,
Yeah.
like Can't Hardly Wait. She's all that. Like, oh, you have to change for people to accept you.
That's the one thing about. I think the Breakfast Club is a masterpiece. I
Yes.
think great.
Absolutely.
And then that one thing at the end,
Oh, with my girl Ali Sheedy.
Ali Sheedy comes out and gets her little makeover.
Downgrade.
Yeah, why? That wasn't your issue. You were.
Yes.
It was you're putting your chips and stuff on your sandwich like that.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one swing and miss John Hughes had with that. But
Other than that thing, I think it is like a near perfect.
yeah. But one more thing. I'm sorry. I'm steadily going because this is the movie. I'm the target. The target, not the target audience, because I was watching this movie when I definitely shouldn't have been. Revenge of the Nerds. So Robert Carradine,
Just a 4-year-old Eric with his taped up glasses and pocket protector.
But Randy, you've definitely, even though you haven't seen the movie, you've seen clips of Robert Carradine doing the nerd laugh.
That's
Probably.
classic.
Yeah, like that laugh. So there's a trivia to that. Nick probably knows it.
I believe it.
So in the movie starts with Anthony Edwards and Robert Carradine buddies going off to college. And Robert Carradine's father in the movie is played by... I'm legitimately asking y'all because I forget his name. No, Babe.
Yeah. It's
James Cromwell.
James Cromwell. So James Cromwell plays Robert Carradine's father. And
He hasn't
they're
been
in the
nerd
car.
since 1922.
Like one of the biggest things of the movie is the nerd laugh. But James Cromwell is actually the guy who invented the nerd laugh.
Huh.
Because
Interesting.
watch the scene in the car. James Cromwell, they make some corny joke, and James Cromwell laughs, and then Robert Carradine looks at him, and he immediately mocks him, and then that's how the laugh got invented.
Interesting.
It's nerd stuff for a nerd movie.
Yeah.
Because Robert Carradine tells the story. He said in the script, it's described as a honking duck noise laugh.
Yeah.
And then Cromwell, I guess he ran with it. They didn't. But no, stuff like that, though, is...
there's
Yeah.
Revenge of the Nerds is it's one of the things where a lot of the stuff in it gets parodied or put into other.
Yeah.
There was even an episode when I was a kid. There was an episode of SpongeBob, Annie Raid. He's like, I guess you were not coming to the panty raid, and they go in and find some bloomer, some like old lady. I think like Nickelodeon cut it. Like I think they don't air it anymore. But it was like
Yeah, that was on the SpongeBob cartoon.
Panty Raid, and it was like when I was little, I was like, why are they doing this? And I was like, oh, the Panty Raid.
Oh man.
Like Ted, I've been watching the Ted movies, and I started 2 earlier, and they're in the library with the song playing. I was like, oh, it's Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
What? Randy, did you
Oh man.
the Nerds?
What?
Do you own Revenge of the Nerds?
I do not.
You should definitely watch it. You should definitely watch it.
No, literally,
At least
Nick knows this. Nick, what's the name of the DVD, the anniversary edition?
It's the Panty Raid.
The Panty Raid. It's literally like, man, they just didn't give a damn.
There's a picture of Robert Kennedy.
Him holding up the panties. Like, God, dog. Woo.
When I hear Panty Raid, I think Got the Draws.
I mean, well, they technically did.
Got the draws, dog.
Like, what does GTD mean?
Yeah, like Porky. That and Porky's are kind of like an ideal double feature.
You mean Porky's from the director of A Christmas Story?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Porky aged like milk, but it's still kind of like
Like milk.
Yeah. But that's half of the damn movies from the 80s. That's
Yeah,
why the
like,
80s
we can't
movies are so
blame the past for not knowing
Yeah.
how sensitive the future would be.
yeah. Or
overly sensitive.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
you grow.
that's true.
You can. I think you can still grow and like recognize something as problematic, but it's like, yeah, but it really made me laugh 20 years ago. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. It's like watching
Yeah.
with Kevin Spacey. Okay, yeah, he's really good in American Beauty. I feel like I can still watch the movie
Right.
without it being
Well, I
like,
think in 1999, we all knew that a 45-year-old dude perving on a high school girl was wrong.
yeah, it's like it's something I tell
Yeah.
people all the time. My favorite stand-up special of all time is Bill Cosby himself, the brown suit.
Yeah.
Greatest stand-up special ever. It's like surgically like perfect. It is the funniest thing. I used to watch. I had a VHS tape. I used to watch it all the time. I would like quote it and do I'd be like, oh, I'd go and like, like I can't do it now. But I'm like, it's still the funniest thing in the world. I'm just not gonna like walk around and like, I'm not gonna do it anymore. It's like I'm not gonna be like he's the greatest.
So
Oh, man.
Robert Duvall,
Oh man.
the legend.
Yeah. I don't think we talked about it last time.
Respectfully, he was just old. He was in his 90s. He lived a life.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but no.
My wife watched The Judge like a month ago. And I had to tell her, I was like, the judge died.
Yeah. His Oscar nominated performance.
Yeah. My little sister loves Four Christmases. That's like
He's
That's
funny
amazing.
in it.
top 5 Christmas movies for her. We quote it all the time. We both think it's like underrated. Like it's really funny.
It's
But, like,
not.
The sequence at the dad's house, like Robert, is like the funniest part of the movie. And like, he's like, I don't want to speak ill of your mother on Christmas, but she's nothing but a common street whore.
God, dog, yeah, that movie.
That's what she said. She's like, Christmas is gonna suck this year. It was him and Catherine O'Hara. And I was like, well, yeah, but he was also in The Godfather and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now.
To
She
Kill a
got-
Mockingbird.
I feel like he classed up the joint. Like whatever project he was in, whatever
11
movie he was
times
in,
out
like,
of 10.
You know what I mean? It's like he did like God in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage. You know, he was in Days of Thunder. You know, things like that. You know, he had side character parts, but when he was in it, he classed up the joint. You know what I mean? Like he made an okay movie better. I mean, he
Yeah.
got everybody knows him from The Godfather, and the way he played that role, you know, he wasn't even the true family member. You know, he wasn't blood, but the way he acted,
Oh, he was
I mean,
family, though.
yeah, it was.
Mhm.
That's what it was.
Legal Man.
Yeah.
Consigliere.
You know, and that's the thing is like in the role he played when they were trying to figure out what to do in those Godfather movies, it was pretty much like he was trying to keep the peace, but if if he had to do something, he did it without question.
Hey.
But the thing about it too is like I think it was terrible not having him in Godfather 3.
Wouldn't have saved it.
Yeah.
It was a paid.
Nah.
Wouldn't have saved it.
He turned it down, but
Yeah,
It was
but
It was a Nev Campbell in Scream 6 situation.
yeah.
yeah, pretty
I
much.
think he said he was like, I get like you're gonna pay Pacino more than me. He's like, you're gonna pay him like 10 times more than me.
Yeah.
Hated for the first movie, just and it's like, yeah,
Yeah, there's a movie. I probably would just shooting out names. There's a movie that is overall it aged like fine wine, and it's only appreciated as the time went past. Robert Duvall plays a detective who's on the verge of retiring, and like he should have got a supporting nomination for that. Michael Douglas should have got a best actor nomination for Falling Down.
like
It's the movie I'm talking about.
Falling down is
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
It's like
The definition of
why didn't
underrated.
that movie go over it? I don't know. It's because they were just
Too
heavy-handed
relatable.
on the message because it was
Too relatable. We all have bad days where we want to
Yeah.
snap.
Mm-hmm.
and by the great Joe Schumacher. That dude, we're gonna talk about him one day. But yeah, Falling Down was awesome. Robert Duvall, like the ending scene on the bridge. Yeah, and he was. Yeah, it's just like.
Rachel Ticotin.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Like,
yeah.
He's in this movie. I mean, not
She
in-
would be my dream woman too.
Yeah.
I don't blame Arnold. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Hey, bruh.
But like he's it's coming out on Criterion. Everybody talks about this movie. I would always catch it in parts here. They've never seen the whole thing.
Was that?
Network.
Oh yeah. What's that? That's in the 70s, ain't it?
Yeah.
Eric, sound like a Smurf.
Oh,
He was
man.
in that. You know what I mean? Like everybody talks about it, and I've never truly seen the movie, but he was in The Natural. He was the
I
reporter.
want to grab the Natural.
Oh yeah.
Who kept on trying to interview Robert Redford in The Natural. You know what I mean? Like he's been in a ton of different movies.
we're
Colors,
usually supporting roles. Like I never really,
Yeah.
but that's kind of like a testament to like
Newsies, the
your
paper,
legacy. It was like I never even really thought about that.
Phenomenon, Civil Action,
Yeah.
But
And I
like,
gotta give
Those
Deep
roles
Impact,
were like-
John Q.
Top and John Q. It was like, oh, John Q. And it's like, yeah, and Robert Duvall. Like that's mostly or
yeah.
Jack Reacher, Tom Cruise, and
But
We Only
Oh.
Night.
Nick brings up Four Christmases, a comedic performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you talk about underrated movies. I think because we get so far away when we start, the general public starts to get tired of people from time. But I think one of the best movies he was in a comedic performance is Kicking and Screaming.
funny. That movie's funny.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he plays Will Ferrell's father, and he's like, may the best team win. Oh yeah, we will.
Yeah, we both Mike Ditka. Like
Yeah, Mike Dicker.
Ditka's his neighbor. And he's
Yeah, as himself.
Thank
The
you for
movie's-
smoking.
somebody made a joke about that on Twitter. They were like, it was like Robert Duvall has died at 95. And he said, damn, I gotta go watch Kicking and Screaming 2000. I was like, you say this, but that movie's really funny.
Yeah.
Well, you say this like a joke, but I would totally watch that. Same with have you ever watched Secondhand Lions
Second, that's what
with
I see dead people.
Yep. Yeah. Jamie
underrated movie. I feel like a lot of people, like most people that have seen that movie, are like, "Oh, that movie's great." Underrated. They really don't make movies like that now.
Nah.
Like that's one of those things where they talk about like, "Oh, they don't make movies like this." It's like, yes, they do.
Bro, he was getting busy for so long that he was in To Kill a Mockingbird. He was in Bullet. He was in the original True Grit.
Yeah, original.
MASH.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The original True Grit, like,
Yeah.
and he was not young in To Kill a Mockingbird. Like, it's one of those things where he's always just kind of been my whole life, but it's like you didn't think of. He's from Virginia.
Yeah.
White Morgan
Okay.
Freeman,
When Widows came out in what was that 2018?
18.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually Robert Duvall was at the Bowtie Theater, which is about 20 minutes away from me,
Mm.
and did and like I didn't know about it until afterwards. But he was from Virginia, and I was like, "Fuck, that would have been cool."
And I think the most recent thing he did was a couple of years back with was it Adam Sandler Hustle?
He was in
there.
Hustle. I forgot. I need to rewatch Hustle because I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, he was flirting with 30 in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Was he younger than 30? I guess he would have had to have been if he was 95 when he passed.
Let me see.
Yeah. And one thing we don't
Well,
we don't mention, or we didn't mention,
Born in 31.
When did Kill a Mockingbird come out?
So I gotta go back and look.
it had to been the 60s, right?
He was 31.
damn. Or 31.
He says hard 31.
It's just in my head. I haven't watched that movie in a minute. I was thinking Boone Bradley was an old guy.
The thing
Tell
about
me
it, though,
this.
he
No, go
aged
ahead.
gracefully, though. Yeah, I mean, if he was a hard 31, like, he didn't change after that, really. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's like he didn't become unrecognizable. You looked at him and knew it was him.
A Western king, from True Grit all the way to like Open Range.
Open Range, which was another underrated Western.
Yeah, that movie's great, and he did a lot of he did Broken Trail with Thomas Hayden Church.
remember, he was in We Own the Night.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
underrated. That's
Yeah,
underrated.
Yeah.
that's underrated.
but what movie was he in? He was the title character,
The Apostle.
and technically, back in 1971. This the directorial debut of a super cajillion billionaire now, and
Jaw.
Robert Duvall played the title character, and the name of the title character would go on to be Popular Sound System.
Oh, yeah, THX.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
he just played
George
noise.
Lucas.
THX 1138.
Like
Mhm.
when people pass away, like I try to like get a scene and like post it on Instagram, be like work they did. Like here's a scene, and like the nerd in me, like I wanted to put THX 1138 so bad, but I was like, these really don't have any scenes in there where he's like,
Yeah, just face.
and I was like, it's also not a particularly wonderful movie, but I'm just like, dude, that's George Lucas, that's THX 1138. So I didn't do it, but yeah, that's kind of a classic.
Yeah.
4K, Warner Brothers. If you're taking a break from being acquired by Paramount to listen to this podcast,
That
Where's-
whole thing is a shit show.
Yeah.
At least
Well, let me
Paramount
ask, did
give us
Robert-
physical
yeah.
media, though.
Robert Duvall won. What did he win? He won an Oscar.
Yeah, for Tender Mercies.
Oh, that was there.
yeah, which basically was, if you ever saw the movie Crazy Heart, which he was also in,
Mm-hmm.
is basically like they kind of just remade it, like a down and out country guy who is so good at being a country guy, but he's also kind of like an alcoholic. We've all been there.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I
that.
don't remember. Who did he play in a civil action?
The action.
A civil action with John. He said the action. Stupid. Because God dog, that was another one of them freaking. No, that was 98.
I don't know if I've ever seen a civil.
I
Yeah,
don't.
when I was a kid,
He got second build. No.
10 movies in a row that like blurred in my head. It was like Primary Colors, A Civil Action, The General's Daughter.
Rules of Engagement.
I feel like there's more. And like it's John Travolta in a suit. It's John Travolta in a suit. It's just like I don't know.
Basic.
He was in Phenomenon with John Travolta.
And LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I thought. His last two Oscar nominations were him basically just being a lawyer. So a lawyer and a judge, but technically
Mhm.
a judge is a lawyer.
My mom fucking hated the judge. She was like, "Oh, he ooped." I was like, he was old. It happened.
Yeah.
It is a decent movie. Good very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, I'm surprised we didn't, a lot of people, when he passed, they brought up the scene in The Godfather. Everybody leaves the table in the order that they passed away in real life,
No.
which is,
That's
It's-
eerie.
that's
fucking
crazy.
Eerie, bro.
yeah. And Al Pacino left at the table.
I'm
Rocket.
still like
What's
Diane
up?
Keaton being gone
Did you
is
see
still like
Scream?
pain to me.
What did you say?
Did you see
What
Scream?
did you- Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So-
Yeah.
The worst
Oh.
worst segue of all time before we get into the Scream talk.
Oh, yeah. I just posted I made my list.
Scary Movie 6 trailer.
Yes.
We back.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
It- immediately starts with a very like tired, like stale joke, and I was like, "Oh no!" But then the rest of the trailer was really good. The they them joke, I was like, "Dude, that's not even."
Dude,
Not even I was just like,
He-Man did it too.
"Huh?"
He-Man did it too.
Yeah, but it's like subtle.
And
also,
they come out a week apart.
his name is He-Man, so it was just like
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
It was like, I don't know. It was almost like date movie, epic movie like caliber. I was like, that's what they used to. They would just say things.
Isn't
like,
that what a haunted house is?
Yeah.
I don't particularly know if this movie is going to be good. It's going to be better than Scary Movie 5.
Except Haunted House has that one scene that's funny as shit with what's Afion Crockett.
But I'm saying this is the same director. Keenan isn't directing this.
But
Michael Tides, that's his name.
But he's been fucking with Marlon when Marlon went off on his own.
Yeah, that's true.
And those movies aren't particularly good.
What happened to your furniture, cuz?
Like, that scene is really funny. I don't remember the movie being funny.
But that's Afion Crockett. You know, he improvised all that.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna make a ton of money because, like, I'll be honest with you, like the spoof movie era, like when they started all that, was great.
And then Freaksburg and Seltzer destroyed it. But
destroyed it.
But there hasn't been one in a while.
And that too, yeah. And then when there's a great one, it doesn't get it. You know, it's a low budget movie with Black Dynamite, but that was still almost 15 years ago.
Yeah, Black Dynamite's great.
Walk Hard came out in the middle of that.
Yes, but nobody went to see it. Walk Hard exposed all.
Yeah. And I was like, Walk Hard is almost like a perfect.
Yes.
But bringing back the OG cast, the Wayans are back. Like I think this is going to do decent numbers.
I should. I mean, people have been talking about it for 10 plus years. Like, oh, we need a Scream 6. And it's like, we really don't. Or a Scary Movie 6. Really don't. But I mean, if you can get everyone involved. And then that's exactly what they did. They called Anna Faris, Rebecca Hall, Regina.
Rebecca Hall in this would be funny.
Rebecca Hall, wow.
Yo, man.
That's half the budget.
Yeah. We're here to do some half gay shit. Why only
half gay?
I was laughing. I was like, we think you're all racist anyway. I'm laughing. I was like, the they them joke. It's just not even a joke. Like, that's the thing. It's not like people are like, it's offensive. And I was like, it wasn't. It was just kind of like.
See, I think that's why the movie's going to struggle because people are way too fucking sick. You blink the wrong way and people get upset. It's like right now, it's like
our age group will be in attendance.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck if young people go see this shit or not.
Like Nick said earlier, you have to laugh at yourself. You got to just relax. Like everybody takes everything so damn serious now. Like that's what I'm saying is this movie, it can do very well. With the people, like when it first came out, if that same age group and those same type of people come out and watch it, it's going to do well. But the way people are now, I can see people protesting for this stupid movie. Like it just makes no sense. Like people are just too sensitive.
Yeah. I'm like, to me, I don't know. I was like, if I'm laughing at it, I'm like, oh, it must be funny because I'm
right.
But it's like it has to be funny, and it's like, where's the line? It's like you don't really know where the line is until.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, well, shit, I guess that's it.
I'll tell you, I mean,
gives me a reason to rewatch the old ones.
Yeah.
But I'm rewatching the scary movies. I'm rewatching Little Man, White Chicks, Don't Be a Menace. I'm going to look for, I'm going to Get You Sucker and Low Down Dirty Shame. Like, I'm doing a whole Wayans thing.
Let me ask you, Nick, did you watch Scream 7 in IMAX?
I did.
So you got the trailer for Tommy.
Nick had Mid on the biggest screen.
Did you get that trailer?
Tommy,
the musical from the 70s.
Oh no!
Yeah, they showed that, because they're re-releasing it in IMAX for some reason.
Fuck yeah!
But
I got the trailer for the dude pulling over to pee and then passing his friend again on the highway again.
So did we, and it got everybody.
That's the good ass trailer.
It gave it a title though, and I missed it.
Yeah.
What's it
Yeah.
called?
What is it?
Passenger.
It's Passenger, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was that man.
I thought that was a commercial for
Because you're
something.
looking just like him. And you're looking, and then man,
He's right in the car. Yeah, I thought that was I thought it was like, for example, I thought it was gonna be like some weird commercial or something. Then it was like, okay, this is not a commercial.
yeah. Because I first saw it, they showed it with Primate, and then I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was trying to look it up. It's nowhere online.
With the director of the Voyage of the Demeter.
Oh, that classic.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
I only bought it because Nick convinced me it was a Universal Monsters release, and apparently. So,
Track.
how do we kick this off? We're gonna go beyond the 90 minutes because we're already at 45.
Oh yeah.
So,
Just go.
even
Yeah.
though I think it's super mid, and do I have like the best reaction of Scream 7?
I don't know. You didn't give it a star rating yet, did you?
3.5.
3.5.
It's,
Yeah.
it's on YouTube because I really liked the first two acts. I didn't like the opening kill just because I don't like Jimmy Tatcher. I think he's
just 'cause
obnoxious.
they showed the whole shit in the teaser,
And
but-
they show
Yeah.
the whole shit.
That I think I
I wrote down a lot of fucking talking points, and I want to see if we can get to them naturally.
which is funny. We have a different star rating, but our position is the same.
Yeah.
Scream 7 is number 5.
Yeah, because I think I hold 6 higher than y'all. I hold 5 way higher than Eric, especially after this last rewatch.
I like 5.
And
have
I
5.
told Nick like 4 was obnoxious as fuck watching it 3-4 days ago, but then the third act reveal hits and it just becomes super enjoyable.
But God,
Mhm.
I thought
And
7,
yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yeah.
I thought 7 was super enjoyable.
Until
and then as soon as they snatch up Tatum, it all goes south.
it was me.
Yeah.
Who?
I will say
are
this.
you?
I will say this.
And yo, if you haven't seen Scream 7, nothing is off limits. Fuck the fuck off, because we're talking about everything.
With me, with that one, with 7,
But,
I agree with you, Randy.
I want to
was at
know
a
what
point-
Rocket thought, because he the only one ain't talked about it.
It's my whole thing is this: is it was a 7 for me until the third act, when the reveals and all that came out. It went from a 7 to like a 5.5 out of 10. So 2.75, because like it lost me. Like, would I recommend it? Yeah, am I gonna buy it? Of course I'm gonna buy it. It's part of the franchise.
So
I'm not gonna buy it, but like, because every reveal had some sort of connection.
first of all, I feel like you have to write a Scream movie starting with the motive.
Yes, and
my
it
shit
was just
did Anna Camp like help clarify for me? Anna Camp wanted to kill everyone around Sydney because she wrote a book and then like faded back into domestication. She just wanted peace.
yeah, she basically said like that book gave her the blueprint on how to kill her husband and get away with it, pretty much. Like it like I said, every killer.
They should have made that movie.
But the thing is this: every killer is a connection. It's either a family member, or it's a boyfriend, or a girlfriend, or this, or there's some sort of connection. This, what the fuck was the connection? also, the like Anakin, her son just died. Oh, he was a weak. What is going? Like,
She
what are
killed
we doing
him.
here?
That's well. First of all, and that shit,
And that shit too. Like I was telling my wife this shit once. Like when Ghostface is Ghostfacing, cool. It's exciting. It's scary. It's entertaining. But once you know who Ghostface is, you always run it back. Like that little girl was not killing Dewey like that. Anna Camp was not lifting Buddy from Gen V up to that spout.
No, and this is the
Neither
thing
one of
is,
them motherfuckers was lowering themselves out of that attic.
Put it like this:
Carl,
I just told Shelby this.
yeah.
Look, I'm 5'10", all right? 5'10", 200. My thing is this: I don't care how much I work out, lift, whatever. If someone is my height, unless I'm fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm not gonna just easily lift them up and jack them. Like some of the kills were fantastic, gruesome. I get it.
Bro, and
Some inventive, especially like in the bar scene, inventive.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, also give it some, gravitas in the sense of like, it's like if I'm 5'10", I'm not gonna lift someone who's almost my height, 3 feet up in the air, and like how strong you gotta be, and like that's what I'm saying. There's some verisimilitude in that sense because at the end of the day, it's. I understand the kills, and I understand people lose it. They're not thinking about that, like the physics and all that. But there's no way. I think my dog could beat up Anna Camp. I mean, what are we doing here? Also, every Ghostface takes a beating, and yet people come out and there's no shiners, no bruises, no. It's like
I give it to Timothy Oliphant. He had the bruise from the car accident on his head.
It happened 45 seconds prior.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
the continuity was good with the injuries in Scream 2,
and that's the thing is,
and that's why 2 is the last great Scream.
But like the caretaker, Ethan Embry. First of all, I haven't seen that dude in a movie in forever.
Well, let me tell you this, Rocket. How many people immediately recognized him? Because I didn't.
I didn't recognize him until like
he's on the poster
until they cut back to him.
Until the reveal, and I'm like, I know this guy. I'm like, I think that's Ethan Embry. But the thing is this, you know what? If you want him to be one of the killers, I'll give you that.
No.
But there's no way. Like you got 2 people that have really nothing to do with. Like, it just made no sense, and that's where it lost me. Like I said, I was like Randy. I was at a 7, and then I was not.
But speaking of which, I asked everybody this. My boy asked him last night. How many of y'all wanted it to really be Stu?
I did.
No.
I did.
Nick, where you at?
I did. And you know what?
Just a little out.
And the natural segue that I'm gonna hit a couple of my talking points.
Yeah.
Melissa Barrera stands on business. Spyglass makes their decision. Christopher Landon bows out. Doesn't want anything to do with the drama. This whole movie, we need a script. We need a script yesterday. Let's rush the fuck. Whatever sticks to the wall, let's use it. And oh shit, Twitter thinks Stu's alive. We can use that. AI is so popular. We can use that. Yeah. That's why the third act of this shit sucks.
You're like,
doesn't make any sense. So like, okay. Like, okay, if you want to put
white man's Andre 3000,
make it seem like Stu is running the show, and so you want to have him look like 50. Okay, sure, it's
that
dumb, but okay, sure. Okay, it's modern day Matthew Lillard. But like, why would you? Okay, so at the end when she's running through the house and the TVs are playing, why would you have 50-year-old Scott Foley, guy she met one time 25 years ago? I'd be like, who was that? Oh yeah, Roman. I remember that. Yeah, you remember me. I'm aged. It's like, why wouldn't you have him look young?
De-age him like Billy was.
Why wouldn't all these motherfuckers look like they would when they died?
And also
Billy's mom.
A humongous swing and a miss. Now, I can't speak to whether or not she would have wanted to do it, but you had Dewey up on the TV. Why wouldn't you have had
Tatum? That's what I said.
The whole movie was like they kept referencing, and it was almost like, we never really talked about Tatum after she died in the first one. You never really talked about like how much that would suck. So it was like a lot of this movie was like tipping the hat to like, Tatum was a real one. She was my best friend. I loved Tatum. She loved me back.
Maybe Rosie McGowan was like, this script is shit, and I have nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? It's like,
ask her, and she was like, no, that sounds like stupid bullshit. But it seemed like a huge swing and a miss to not have her, because it's like, yeah, it's me, Mrs. Loomis. And it's like, dude, I don't care about that. Like, who? Okay, dumb, just dumb.
Also, there's a loophole in the movie. So I don't know if you remember the scene. It's Courtney Cox, Neve Campbell. When they're talking about, is it actually Stu? Mm-hmm. Remember, they said there was no paperwork that they found when they took him to the morgue, and the person who did supposedly the autopsy
passed away some years ago.
Passed away. So technically, he can still be somewhat alive if they want to retcon or go that avenue, like down the road.
And
now here's my thing:
you missed your chance.
I don't know.
I agree with Nick. I'll giving Matthew Lillard, like you age him up to make sure, you want to tell them that he's the killer. Okay, you want to de-age him up because that's how he would look. Okay. But like he said, everybody else, why would they seem old?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's
like
so dumb.
you know, the mom
Yeah.
died, you know, dead. You know, her long lost brother Roman, she shot him in the dead.
Yeah. The
So
only
he's
one that
not-
makes sense to be the age he was Dewey.
yeah,
Yeah.
And looked different. Like, dude,
and like I said, and Matthew Lillard, if you want to like make believe he survived that somehow, you know what I mean? And after like they did the research, you know, there's no paperwork really on him and this and that. Okay, my whole thing is this: is I enjoyed the movie up to a certain point, and I will say this: Courtney Cox, Neff Campbell, fantastic. Those are the automatics. Take them out of the movie. The only two people after them that I felt anything for were the brother and sister, Mason Gooden.
Oh yeah, the Meeks.
And all that. Yeah,
And-
you take them out. Even the girl who played Nev's daughter, if she would have died, I would have been like, great.
But they,
Like-
they killed
like, they
all.
would've been
They
like,
killed her
I
whole
didn't
friends
care.
group though.
God, dog, yeah, they was relentless.
They took out
that was
her
a-
whole friends group.
And that
every
was the
single
best
one of
part.
them.
And the thing is, this is like, oh, it's the boyfriend killed. It's the creepy kid, buddy from Gen V dead. The other girl from Madam Web dead. Like every
Yeah.
time you thought, okay, then it has to
Ghostbusters girl.
Look,
Yeah.
that it was like everybody, like McKenna Grace. That's why I said she
Yeah.
died fast. She had to make Ghostbusters 3 or whatever it was. Like at the end of the day, it's like, it's to me, it just made some of it was solid, some of it made no sense. Now thinking back at it, like when I left there, I was like, it was a 7 for me.
Bro,
But that reveal killed me because there was
Yeah.
there was no connection.
this movie
They
was
were-
made for the internet.
Yeah.
there were things about it that I really liked. There were
Yeah.
things I loved. And that's what I said. I was like, I'm mixed on this because the part, like I would say, okay, so like kind of middle of the movie, maybe like into the first or second act, when Ghostface is in the house, comes out of the attic. That's awesome. It's
Mhm.
pretty much all the Ghostface stuff
Yeah, I want to speak on that. Yeah.
is really good. There's I don't know if that's just a difference in direction or what, but like all the Ghostface stuff is really tense, really good, like really good. When they're like hiding in the wall and he's stabbing the wall, even though that was in the trailer,
Yeah.
it was
It still
still
hit.
really stabbing the wall, and she bends the knife, and it was just like fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Comes out, and you in most of these movies you think it's like, oh come on, just hit him or something, and like Joel, that's exactly what Joel McHale does. He's like, please,
Hey,
and he
when Sidney and Joel McHale going back and forth whooping his ass, that shit was
Yeah.
great.
rapping with Ghost, and it's like, yeah, it's just a person, like as long as you don't get stabbed, kick his ass, like you're a cop, and like that's
Yeah.
what happened. Like they were going back and forth. They went outside. They took it outside. They were still crying, and then
Oh, I guess the attic scene was
Yeah.
the random third Ghostface.
it was
Right.
Carl.
Yeah.
It was Carl. Coffee Carl.
Mhm.
You know,
When he walked into the coffee shop, I was like, okay, he's sketchy.
I guess
Thought that was just an obvious like throwaway red herring, but it ended up being something.
But this is
it's so
but
fast, don't even think about it. Just like the part where she gets in her boyfriend's car and he's got his laptop conveniently open and like
Yeah.
he's
Mhm.
Like, but why wouldn't you tell them that you're running these tests? And
yeah.
then he's just like, oh, that's not what you think. And it's like they just kind of brush past it really quick. And it's like, no, dude, hold on. Why the fuck were you doing that? He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I was testing it. And it's like, you could have tested it by saying like hello or something, but you were going, you're
yeah, you literally went line
Yeah.
for bar.
word for word. It's
But I agree with Nick. In this point,
Right.
like there were great scenes that were intense, but then you took it away the
Yeah.
next scene later because look,
Yeah.
Joe McHale tackles him and Neff Campbell fighting. Okay, great. The next morning they wake up. You are the chief of fucking police. You have construction being done at your house. That's what half your house is open, and you don't have no other security.
Yeah, you ain't got no.
Wandering around like, yeah, it's a new day.
Yeah.
Like that's what things like that. That's what lost me. It's like, okay, you built momentum and then you lost it.
Yeah,
Then you would build momentum, then you would lose it. Like
I
in
was
real
gonna
life,
use.
if that happened, you're doing construction. Half the house is wide open. Like
Yeah.
there's no locks. Like you would have security 24/7. At least, even though you're the chief of police, you're one guy. Your house is half
Yeah.
open, and then it just made no. And
But
they get
even before
nonchalant
that,
about it, like, you know, you go into that scene, the tools fall on the ground. Tools fall on the ground. So I'm like, I'm pulling out my gun right away.
yeah,
I'm just not gonna
like
walk
that.
around
It
in
didn't.
plastic.
No, yeah, a wind didn't just blow that heavy box of tools onto the ground. You
Exactly.
just going in there lollygagging. But also, even the scene before that, when call him random Ghostface, when they swept the house, it's like, yep, nobody's here. Let's go.
Let's
Like,
not
where were the
check the
cops?
attic.
Yeah, I mean, why aren't the cops like
Hanging
stationed? But I want a talking point that I share with Nick, and it's very impressive. Like, this is the second movie in more than 20 years that Kevin Williamson directed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like he went to the John Carpenter School of Directing with the stalking scenes, and even though it was a prank at the beginning, like when she's right there and the ghost face comes out the shadow and
Remember,
goes
the whole
back.
Fades
fucking
back.
animatronic dummy is right there on the floor, though.
Yeah, and
That's what
that
made
was
None of it. But
some awesome directing. Yeah, what's that, Nick?
I liked the opening. I think it was maybe just because I expected it to just be like verbatim, just what was in the trailer, but it ended up being a little longer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they.
Thought it would have more significance to the story.
Yeah,
Basically,
and that's
The
you can't
marketing
start
made it
off.
seem like it
Yep.
did.
yeah,
Yes.
They marveled these trailers. A lot of the shit in the trailers didn't end up in the movie.
yeah. That's another thing. I was like making fun. I was like, that shit better not be in the movie. It was like there's like it was in the trailer or commercial or what, but it was like we're gonna take it back to where and it's like a framed picture of. And it's a production. So it's a behind the scenes photo that someone took, but it's all of them sitting from Scream 1, sitting at that fountain
Yeah.
when they were sitting and talking about, having just talked to the police about Casey Becker's death. And so it's them sitting and just like
Because it
smiling.
takes a man to do something like that.
And
Yeah,
But also, who took that picture?
it's them sitting
stupid.
Kevin Williamson.
of them
Yeah,
smiling. As it's like framed on like a desk, and it's like she like looks at it, and I was like, first of all, I was like, that's a well-known behind-the-scenes picture of all the actors just smiling.
yeah.
Second of all, why would she have that picture with Billy and
Yeah.
Stu?
In it, yeah.
That's-
Like, oh well, it balances itself out.
Like- These are my friends, and these are my friends who killed those friends,
yeah,
and you're named after.
and you're named after
Not in the movie, so I was like, how dumb do they think people are to market it with that? Like, oh, her
But
But-
also, like,
Oh,
right now,
the emphasis on burning Stu's house down, though, like,
yeah,
that shit
It was
disappointed me.
It
Mhm.
was, I was like, burn it all down. It's like,
Here's my thing: is it just seemed to me that they had, like, we all know they had a trilogy with Melissa and Jenna. They had a trilogy in mind. Shit happened, and they just they backed up the Brinks truck, gave Neff Campbell anything she wanted,
yeah.
and it still could have been a good movie.
So, Brackett, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut y'all, but we
Calm
keep,
down, old
every,
man.
every time we talk about this, we keep starting from a certain point.
Mhm.
We start from the Christopher Landon point.
Mhm.
So Radio Silence, an article came out yesterday. They
Studio, yep.
actually wanted to make part 7, but they were doing the vampire movie, Abigail.
Abigail.
They had an idea. They said it was going to be, of course, they're going to say this. It's their idea. They said it was going to be, take the story where you wouldn't have expected it. But why? My question is, why was the production company or studio in such a rush to make this movie? It's because the
It
person for
shows.
the Radio Silence, okay, F y'all. Chris, we got money. You want to write a script? Melissa Barrera situation. Skip it. Call Kevin Williamson. Who else is related to it? And it's like, chill, take a breather, work this out. Because
Yeah.
if you look at the credits, the screenwriter and the story by the guy worked on 5 and 6. Guy something, I forget his name. So he obviously he had a story in his head and he had a backup story. And then Kevin Williamson is going to work on the script to do his alterations. So I'm curious,
Busick?
But I'm like, man, I'm like, yeah, take a chill pill. Because look, I wrote this in my review. Look how much of an improvement 4 was over 3. What was that gap?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Evan,
you don't agree, Randy?
It is. It is.
I mean,
It is.
I'm not saying you have to like it, but it was an improvement.
4 is good.
I'm keeping 3 last because you can tell how messy it is.
Yeah.
I still think Roman is a better Ghostface than these two.
Oh yeah, we do. We all do.
Oh,
I'm telling you, bro, like every new character, rewatching 4 a few days ago, Gale, fucking cartoon. Every new character was like trying so hard to sound cool and edgy and like match like Sydney and Dewey and the OGs. I dropped 4 in my rankings over how much it was bothering me a few days ago.
Me,
4 to me is 4.
it's not 4 is like not perfect. It's not like a tremendous movie.
No.
But 4 having come out, like it's kind of easy to forget, like watching it now. But like 4 coming out in 2011. 4 is really the only one that was like in like 100% like fully interested in like pushing the franchise like for like bringing it in the future without
Mhm.
Yes.
calling old stuff. You know, it was like, you know, Neve Campbell was still like in her 30s in Scream.
Right.
It was like, oh yeah, we'll bring them back. Like we'll bring back the old characters. But it wasn't so much like this is the reboot. It was like there was reason for them to be there, and it was reason enough to focus. But it was like if we're doing a Scream, we have to do it different. Like in 2011, social media was like going up. It was just
Yeah. Everything was on an upswing, like
Yeah.
webcasting, social media,
social media
and they added that. Yeah.
really going up. Cell phone.
They were ahead of what was happening now.
Right.
Basically.
Oh, not so much cell phones,
2011.
smartphones.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like 2011. We were just getting like smartphones. And so it's like you have to do it different. You have to acknowledge that things are different. You have to acknowledge the way horror has changed since 2000. Like there's been 30 Saws and there's been 800 remakes. That's what it is. So it's not that it's perfect or anything, but I really love that about 4. Was
Yeah,
that
the approach.
it's like they do the film school scene like instead of a typical like scene, or like the Jasmine Savoy Brown character does it in every movie now. It's like they did the film class scene where they're like, we're going to do it now. You're all a little older. Here's how the rules have changed.
Yeah.
And then it was interesting in being like, we're going to do Scream, but we're going to make Scream new. We're going to make the dead. And then Scream 5, which I think is a better movie,
Yes.
but Scream 5, you know, does kind of a similar thing where it talks about the nature of like the reboot and the requel and the sequel.
22 is a better
Yeah.
Scream 4 until you get to the end.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, and that's the thing with the later Scream movies.
when
No, because I'm still standing on 6.
they're talking,
But 6, we're gonna get to 6 because I tell you what my problem is with 6.
talk about
Even though I have it highly ranked,
Same.
it's not a problem per se. But I'm sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
well, they're like the thing about 5 where it like Crutch is like they're talking about legacy sequels and like how the rule is this and the that means all bets are off, yada yada yada, but it's still at the end of the day it's still really beholden to like that. Like Scream 5 ends up being The Force Awakens without even like they didn't even realize. I don't think that they did that. Where it's like
Most of them
we as
don't.
Han Solo.
Force Awakens is really good.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of like the example of like the legacy sequel now that ends up kind of being disappointing in retrospect, where you're like,
No.
it's cool,
No.
but it was they had to kill off the old people. To
I
make
love Jurassic World. I love The Force Awakens.
but it's like they did it without it. I don't even think they realized they did it. It was like Dewey is Han Solo. He comes back and he helps the young kids.
Yeah.
Gale is Princess Leia, and they have one scene together where they have to get all the extra.
Yeah. But you got to give them credit. They speak to that. I think at least in Scream 7, actually, when she mentioned.
And then here comes Sydney as Luke, and we don't get to see all 3 of them together ever again.
You mean Sydney?
Killed Han Solo.
You mean Sydney, who wasn't in New York? How many times did they have to mention that?
Yeah.
That out in New York.
Oh man.
Why
did you go to New York? Yeah.
Seven
Yeah,
kept. I thought
I'm glad
Gail
you
was going to
mentioned
die
New York.
the way they kept lingering her. At
Yeah,
77.
her problem.
for Gale to be in 6. But that's why I think 4, even though I think 5 is a better movie, I think 4 was like with Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson involved. It was real. They were interested in it's like, let's not just do another one or a remake or whatever. It's like, let's thrust this forward.
Yes.
Third act is the greatest. It's the second only to the first one to me.
Jill
Ghostface
It's
is
no
like
Scream 2.
See, my whole thing is I agree with Eric here. Why rush this? You know what? You want to bring Kevin Williamson just to get some of that shade off? Great. Have him write the script. Then I would try to hire either one of the best upcoming horror directors or someone who's well established. Well, I mean, but he
Definitely
backed out.
tried.
So
rightfully so.
Exactly, but he left. So okay,
And Drop was
who's there
good.
next? Get somebody who's either very established or somebody who's up and coming, and take your time because now this already has a stink to it because of what's going on.
Another reason to just chill.
Chill. My whole thing is this: at the end of the day, is you nothing against Kevin Williamson. He wrote the first Scream, couple of them. You know what I mean? He's written some great stuff, actually.
Not lately.
At the end of the day but then you're going to hire him to direct. The only other movie he's directed is Teaching Mrs. Tingle. What are we talking about? That's like me directing the movie, and I have no experience. You only had one more movie experience than I did.
But give him credit. I don't know. He must have went to film school in that gap because I think directing wise, I think
he well directed.
Yeah, it looks
like Christopher Mann dropped out and immediately made Drop.
Yeah. Well, he wrote that. Did he direct? Yeah, he directed that. Yeah, he directed it.
My whole thing is this:
Drop was good though.
If you want to get more hype for this movie, okay, Kevin Williamson, you write the script. That's boom. He attached to the original. Now let's get a director. You know what I mean? Or did the screenplay, whatever, in the original one. My whole thing is this: is at the end of the day, I agree with Eric. It just seemed rushed when there was no,
and it's been 3 years. You think
which is funny.
But half of that was them, putting their foot in their mouth from up the Melissa Barrera things badly and shitting the bed that you don't think it's half of it was them cleaning up their own mess.
Yeah.
So is there going to be an 8?
We're going to get 8.
I mean, look at the box office.
We're going to get 8 by 2028, and it's going to be ass.
Yeah.
He is writing 8 right now.
But also, it has the potential not to be because will it be...
They all do.
Will it be rushed? Well, yeah, that's true.
But the potential to be the last one.
We're at a point where Sydney's being attacked by fans. There's nobody left in the United States that has a legitimate reason to attack Sidney Prescott.
Yeah.
But you take Isabel May's character, Scream 2, Scream 6. She's in college now. Sydney isn't around, hopefully. So all her fucking core friends group got.
They're done.
So a relative of one of them, revenge. Fuck it. My family died because of you. It's simple. It's right there.
It sucks.
Yeah. So before
it doesn't.
Before the break,
Scream 2, the best sequel. Revenge motive. Scream 6, divisive as hell. I like it. Nick think it's in between. Revenge motive is right there.
Same. I've seen 6 twice now, and both times watching the film, I'm like, this rocks. This is good.
See.
When it's over and I think about it, I'm like, that was stupid.
To me, if I was to rank them, the original's 1, obviously. I got 1, 5, 6, 4, 2, 3, 7. That's how I would rank them.
2 is suspiciously low.
Yes.
You hate it?
Why
I don't
do you
hate it. It's just
Rocket. Why do you hate good movies?
Oh my gosh.
2?
Like with me, I would, like I said, doing a rewatch, all that. That's how I would rank them now. Like I said, just watching 7 could be a reaction. But like I said, I want to, when it comes back out, I'll rewatch it again. But that's how I have. I think 5 and 6, 2 to me, was solid. But I agree. It was like 4. What Nick said was pushing the story and the franchise forward,
Yes.
and what they were doing with like the technology aspect of it in that movie. Look where we're at now. Like they were ahead of their time in that. So that's
like
there.
High school kids today. This
Mhm.
Right.
later, we're not playing your games,
Exactly.
and it's like,
And I know like 6 could be this or that, but at the end of the way, hey, like I like when they brought, Hayden Panettiere's character, Kirby, this is where she is in life right now after 4, she's grown up, now she's in the FBI. But also like anything else.
But she wasn't really.
5 and 6 was supposed to be part of this trilogy, which was supposed to be
This new trilogy.
And that was leading up to something. Like 6 was the middle movie of a trilogy. You could feel that. So to me, that's why it's a little bit higher.
Now, no, go ahead. I want to stick with 6 a little bit and see what Randy, because Randy, was it 4 stars you gave us?
4.5.
4.
I love 6.
4.5.
I love
right, now,
6.
I want to stick with 6 before the break, and I want to ask you. So 6 does something. 6 does something that I don't like that 3 did.
sucks.
No, so with part 1 and part 2 do something that I don't think any of the other subsequent movies does very well. You can watch it subsequently and you can see everything is well constructed. You go back, there are no cheats. Just like with it was Timothy Oliphant. What's his name? Mickey. You can see, he was obviously the ghost face that attacked the squad car or the protection car. He has a scar. You could go back even though Sidney's friend, the original script had to be rewritten and they rewrote it well. Her roommate was originally supposed to be the killer. I don't know if y'all know that. What's her name? Her fine self. I forget her name.
Elise Neal.
Elise Neal was supposed to be one of the killers, and they had to scrap it. But, okay, so Scream 6 does something that Scream 3 does. It's a cheat. I don't care what you say. It's a screenplay cheat. Somebody fakes their death.
Yeah, it sucks.
And with that, you're already at a disadvantage as an audience member because you can't fairly assess what's happening because you have nothing to assess it with. Because that's a cheat. Now, Scream 6, I liked it.
Like the random neighbor in the fucking institution orderly.
We're going to get to that, yes.
I
agree.
We not holding other sequels when 7... That's like Kevin Williamson has lost the writing touch.
I like 6 more than 6 is ranked higher than 7, trust me.
But
also with that little weak point, part 6 holds up. Because everything else around that little...
I was paying attention to that attack. Buddy from like Arrow or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
He's like trying to get their attention.
Yes.
And her brother is attacking her. Like she gets like flung out of the bedroom and like there's like a blood splatter. And then he goes after the other girl.
Orange syrup. Same thing they use for pig's blood.
Yes. But I feel like that is there's the body part.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, kind of.
They don't really confirm she's dead, but
she
it
dies
doesn't not.
And that's what I thought. I was like, oh, there's a third one. We didn't.
Yeah. But also, on subsequent watches with part 6, I love the opening of part 6.
Yes.
And I have a feeling that the Radio Silence wanted to do something more with that character who revealed himself. I want to think they wanted to go farther with that, but that was an awesome... Because the mystery aspect...
Samara Weaving or Tony Ravioli?
Tony Ravioli. Yeah, with him revealing himself. Imagine if there would be, like, 2 sets of killers, but...
I kind of thought, like, I operated on the idea for most of 6 that the killer was Kirby, based on the first kill. Like, when gives a fuck about
the movies, yeah.
I was like, oh, this is going to be Kirby coming back and getting rid of like Ghostface copycats because fuck you. She's gonna be like, I'm like, maybe like 10 years later, she's like, fuck horror movies. It ruins lives. I'm gonna get rid of all these copycat killers.
Yeah, that would have
been good.
I'm going to get rid of Sam because she's Billy Loomis's daughter, and it has to end with her because she's inspired.
Yeah.
Did I write a better Scream 6 than what we?
And you know what? I'm gonna defend
Not
something that a
knowing.
lot of people had a problem with in Scream 6. Because it makes sense for the story that it ended up being. So the first attack on the sisters in the convenience, the bodega.
Well, that scene rocks.
Yes.
Yeah, people have a problem like, Ghostface wouldn't use a shotgun, but it makes sense with who it is.
He does now. Every Ghostface,
You know?
and at the end, they always resort to gun when they take off their mask.
Yeah.
All
But this guy
Yeah.
is,
always.
and they like, oh, why would Ghostface reveal himself in public? I'm like, okay, so this dude is an experienced and seasoned police officer. And who knows how to handle himself. And I'm like, okay, this makes sense
That was
when
awesome.
the reveal actually happened.
Great.
But yeah, it's but one thing I hate that Scream 6 didn't do was it could have been in Short Pump, Virginia. Did it really matter if it was in New York? They really didn't
No.
utilize the set.
No, they didn't.
Just
Different
that one subway scene.
Yeah, that could have been a subway in Toronto.
It probably was.
Yeah, and
Subway, good. That's why I'm like taking away. I'm like watching. I'm like, the subway scene is good. Love it.
that was a good suspenseful scene,
It
which
doesn't-
is
No.
what's that?
Like, she gets stabbed, and she's with the killer, and he just like lets her live. Lets her
Yeah, that's
to the hospital.
yeah.
That's-
So apparently there's a deleted scene, and she comes running up and she knows who the killer is. There's a reason how she knows that. Then she's like, "Oh, I got it." What's that, Nick?
She does that at the end of the movie. She's
Yeah,
like, "Oh, I'm on painkillers," and it's like, how did you figure it out? What did he tell you? What? He left you and was like, "All right, I gotta leave."
He lifted the mask
Yeah.
off, gave her a wink, and then went to the hideout.
He's there.
and there's a scene in Screams at the end. So, rom-com king, so Dermot Mulroney.
But where
Did
is
it-
he going with this?
No, there's a scene at it grinds my gears. He has the gun pointed at her, and instead of shooting her, he charges at her with the gun pointed and doesn't shoot her. Why watch it again? That's a nitpick. That's not gonna affect any star rating. That's a
That's
nitpick.
pretty dumb.
I went through that whole movie thinking like it's Kirby. At least Kirby is.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah.
And then you get to the end where they're like in the theater, and she goes, "This is like the master lock. No one gets past this."
Oh, she did say that.
Okay, cool. And then Dermot Mulroney calls and he's like, "Kirby hasn't been on the force. She's been fucked up or whatever." And I'm like, okay, so it's not Kirby.
It's not. Yeah, that's too obvious.
Okay, so my theory's off. Okay, we got to start reworking. And then they make a point to talk about like this alarm will go off if anybody comes through here. The alarm will go off. And then Dermot Mulroney comes running ass in there, and nothing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so it's Dermot Mulroney for sure. And then I was like, okay, there's already two of them in there. And
So
I was like, okay, so are they like his kids or something? He talked about his other kid got killed.
yeah.
And then it's like, oh, it's the roommate who we all thought it was the whole movie.
Yeah, but let's go back to the earlier movies.
Well,
And also-
yo, we got like 7 minutes. Like, we got a lot of
Oh,
steam
shit.
left. We got a lot of
Oh,
steam
yeah.
left. We can keep
Oh,
going.
yeah. This
I
all-
think we can get this off and out. So now, like what you're talking about, that I don't think you're wrong, Nick. I think,
Well, we can go beyond the
I think at
hour and a
some
half
point-
is what I'm talking about.
oh yeah.
I can talk about this all day.
Calm down, Steve Rogers.
So I don't know if we want to continue.
We want to cap off the conversation after this or keep going?
Yeah, I think we keep going.
Let's keep going. All right, I'm gonna say this shit right quick. Eric, what you got?
So when RoboCop is killed, and he come. Oh no, wrong movie. But
Christ.
RoboCop 3, worse than Scream 7.
oh, the RoboCop 3 is worse than a lot of damn.
That's a
Part 3.
fact.
Wait, don't get me started.
Yeah.
No, so Nick was talking about part 6. No, I'm sorry, part 5 with 6 with Kirby.
No.
Potentially being, and I think, like with all these movies, the subsequent part 2, part 3, and then I got something I want to talk about with part 3. A lot of these movies
The
had
dope
to be
voice changer.
Oh yeah, the magical voice changer. A lot of these movies had to be rewritten, and
Yeah.
so I think at some point Kirby probably would have been a killer, but because I think that there's just too many, like Nick said, too many remnants of that left. But as something happened, like part 1 and part 2, they do this very well. They leave a lot of these subsequent sequels don't have breadcrumbs, like what I want to call. Like part 1 and 2, you get clues that who would have been who when the killer attacked, and even in part 2, like when Gail is being chased by Ghostface in the studio, she runs outside to use the payphone, and Debbie Salt is right there.
Convenient.
And she's like, the killer is Cotton Weary. Like, Cotton Weary? No, it's not. It's me. But, you know, it's not a lot of moments. There's a lot of moments like that throughout part 2. But the other movies, they don't seem to get that.
There were a couple moments that were slightly cool in 7 like that, when the daughter's being chased. And Ethan Embry confirms, like, she didn't shoot for the head, so you know Anna Camp was the one in the bar.
Right. And then, you know, we talked about previously, like, man, you know, Anna Camp was on her Wheaties. Like, but, yeah, so Scream 3. Matthew Lillard, I don't know if we talked about this, he confirmed that the original movie would have had him as the killer. Have y'all came across that one?
No.
I've seen so many supposed ideas for past Screams or future Screams over the past couple weeks. I've lost track.
Yeah. So Lillard, this is interesting. He confirmed that it was supposed to be, they scrapped it because of Columbine. So he was supposed to have the Cults of Stu is what it was going to be. And he would have had a bunch of followers who would have been high school students that would have been killing for him. And he would have been orchestrating it. So the Columbine thing, he got paid for Scream 3. That's how far it went, and then they just had to scrap it. That's why there's the gap between Scream 2 and 3. Yeah. And that's not because of production. That's because of, I think it was, it could have been that. It was definitely that, but I think it was that in the combination. That and was there a strike or something that happened too? There was a writer strike, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
26 years ago.
Like in Scream 3, like while they were changing the script, they were like, it was like same day. They were like, okay, so today we're actually going to be doing this. This is what you have in the script. So we're going to go over this. We're going to change this. And they're like, shitting me. So the fact that like Scream 3 is as good as it is actually insane.
Yeah.
Like from what I've read, like, because there wasn't at one point, was her name Emily Mortimer?
She was supposed to be the second.
Yeah.
They like filmed things under the assumption that like she was the second killer. There's like a scene when Sydney's running through the house, the like fake house. There's clearly two Ghostface, like fucking,
right.
And they like kind of screwed up the editing a bit because it was like she's running from one of them and then one of them's already in the house.
Yeah. Yeah, because one's in the room under the thing doing her mother.
Yeah.
And the other one would have been downstairs.
Yeah. The fact that the movie is comprehensible, like.
Yeah. They fixed it in post. I think that's all editing.
That's why I'm like, I kind of tip my hat to 3 because I'm like, 3 should suck. And like 3 doesn't suck. It's just kind of,
But let me ask y'all this. I mean, we steady talking. I think we can agree a lot of these movies, the subsequent movies after part 2, have a lot of problems, but there is no downright bad
and I
Scream movie.
I'd still say that even with 7, I'd still be like, they're still good for the most part. It's kind of like, like there are some that are clearly not as good as the others, but like none of them are bad. Where you have like fucking Jason went to space and like Chucky jizzed in a
he did more in New York than the Scream 5 did.
Yeah, you know, Michael Myers
what
shot.
At least he was in Times Square.
See, I think what hurts a lot of these like some of these movies, it's the reveal. It's the reveal. It's like
Yeah.
in the first one, Billy Loomis, everybody suspected him. Even when he got arrested and was released, everybody still suspected him. And then the scene where he gets stabbed, we're like, oh shit, it's not him at that moment in time. You're like, it's not him. So now, and was more towards the end, like close to the very end of the movie. And you're like, damn, now your brain is going crazy. Like, who the hell is it? Come to think of it, come back to it. He's one of the two killers. He had a play in it. But I think that reveal was dope in that sense because even though he got arrested, they let him go, you still suspected him until you didn't. And I think some of these reveals are just like, I feel like I'm watching some Scooby-Doo cartoon sometimes. Like, it's like, that's how it feels to me with some of these reveals. And now I feel like some of the reveals, like, for example, I know some people say Scream 3 is the worst one. I don't think it's the worst one, but at the end of the day, I can see why. Like, I know some of the editing and writing, like, it was supposed to be 2 Scream killers, not just one. So it's like, how the hell did Roman teleport from here to there and make that kill? But yet
and even at the end of the day, it's just by comparison.
Yeah, it's just some of it didn't make sense. I get it. Some of the killers were like where he was, and then the kill, like, it was nonsensical. Like, that couldn't happen. But
But even the writing though, and Roman's motivations, bringing it all back around
makes more sense. But the thing, like I said,
cool.
it's every Scream movie has a connection. Like you said, it's a revenge factor. It's, in 4, Emma Roberts was Sidney's cousin. She wants to get, like there's somebody connected, or it's either a family member or a friend or something to that degree. In 7, there was just, exactly, Nick, shake your head, Nick. It was it was nothing. It's my next door neighbor. Like, it just made no. It just made no sense. And then, and like I said, I'm replaying the movie in my head, and it has some good things. And every time it was building momentum, something would take it away.
The neighbor factor is fine. The neighbor factor is fine. Like, depending on how close you are with your neighbors, they could be like family. They was chopping it up in the coffee shop. But it's the whole, your book, and then disappearing, and giving me the blueprint, and finding an institution close enough, and then meeting receding hairline Ethan Embry.
Yeah.
And
convincing him. And, like, bro, like, are you simping because, like, she's mildly attractive and you just want to be close to her? Like, bro, what?
It just made no sense.
Like, how many of y'all think that Kevin Williamson and the other screenwriter probably actually wanted to go with Stu, and the studio rejected it?
I think they see, because now the thing is, this is
right. It's never know, but that's all we can do.
I mean, like, I'm happy they brought Matthew Lillard back. Love seeing him and stuff. I think he should be in more stuff. But at the end of the day, is
AI bullshit.
They could have used him in a different way, exactly the AI, like real, like this is what we.
It's like what y'all said earlier. That was a grab. Like, oh, this is hot.
Yeah.
Deep fake now, and it's like, okay, but like, why would they be like 50-year-old version?
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
Like, I can see Stu being the 50-year-old version, because if you're trying to convince Sidney and Courtney
that he's still alive,
he's got to be aged.
He got to be aged. Dewey, the same thing. He just recently passed away, got killed. Get it? But the mom and the brother,
it's me, Roman, and it's like
he said, "It's me, Roman."
That's what it felt like.
One time I met you 25 years ago. Sidney would have met Mrs. Loomis maybe a couple, but like, it's me, aged up Mrs. Loomis. It's like, oh, you look a little older than you do. You look pretty good for your age, I guess. This is
that's the thing, is like, when it comes to Ghostface, the costume is iconic.
Yeah, but
there is no Ghostface. Like, when people say, "Who's the Mount Rushmore of slashers?" You have Michael, you have Jason, you have Freddy.
Yeah,
the fourth one is hard for me. Because they're like, Ghostface. You're Eric, you're Ghostface. Nick, you're Ghostface.
That's the thing. Ghostface isn't right.
Ghostface is everyone. Like, there isn't, like, the costume and mask, iconic.
Billy Loomis.
right?
Yeah.
It's iconic. But Ghostface is everyone and anyone. Like,
Yeah.
there's not just one person.
Yeah.
And I think that's like
Well,
Michael is
according
Michael.
to
You know,
the
it's like,
company that makes the mask, they want it to be only theirs. I know there's a pending lawsuit about the design of the Ghostface mask, but that's neither here nor there.
but also, if all these killings are happening and we got to 7 movies, wouldn't you ban that damn costume from
And
being made?
that's a little criticism, but then again, I can see that happening. So part 4, when they're celebrating the Ghostface thing,
Mhm.
it's kind of interesting. But then again, I can see that happening for real.
Yeah.
As time, especially in the social media age. But
And they live in the city.
yeah, the actual city.
Also,
Where did this one take place?
in Indiana, fake city, Pine Grove, Indiana.
I'm sorry, Rocket. I couldn't. You broke up a little bit.
Woodsboro.
No, the first 5 minutes were in Woodsboro. Rocket, say again.
Indiana.
Indiana.
Buckville.
Oh,
Pine Grove, Indiana. I'm not visiting that place though, but it's like
there we
It's
go.
like they kept going back to
The
like
state is what matters. The town is fictional.
they were like it's always someone you know, which was the tagline of 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
Jason Gooding said that. He was like, it's always someone you know. And then they reference that. It's like it's always someone connected to your past or whatever. And it literally
Except for this one.
It literally wasn't.
That's my
yeah.
point.
literally wasn't.
Yeah.
that's my point.
It's like it was
They
literally
try to throw like a swerve, but it's actually a strike against yourself.
who you
And
That's
also,
what I'm
I feel
saying.
like
This
they stole
whole
from-
movie went against everything Scream does. The trailer
Yeah.
was nothing but misdirect. I'm telling you, the writers and the brain trust behind this movie. Okay, Twitter thinks it's blue plaid. Let's put McKenna Grace in this blue plaid.
You're right.
Let's emphasize Stu's house. We'll only use it for the opening. Like,
Yeah. If you
Twitter
right,
thinks
if you-
Stu's still alive.
And I feel like
Yeah.
they stole it from a movie we just mentioned earlier, Hard Eyes.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, think about it. They had the random killer that they killed at the drive-in at Hard Eyes. They thought they killed the killer. Meanwhile, the other 2 were still alive. Like this is
Yeah.
that's what I feel like. Nick, Randy, you said it best, and Nick said it as well. They took different ideas from different movies. Also, like for example, Scream 2, that theatrical scene. Funny, McKenna Grace is doing a play kind of thing. Like I feel like they took different parts of different Screams and
Yeah.
try to jam it into this.
But
Yeah.
you have to. But that's what happens.
know?
Speaking back to my point, when they're trying to rush this movie to be made, you gotta slap a script together. Because I looked at the price. The rewrites cost $500,000 when they found out that they were getting rid of Christopher Landon.
They underpaid.
But you're gonna run into that, like seemingly, even subconsciously grabbing ideas from something recently, and yeah. But they need to go back, regroup a little bit, write some treatments, because y'all got a lot of improvement to do. Like Randy said, who's gonna be the killer? Is it gonna be? It has to be something
To bring back, and my whole thing about it too is every franchise comes to an end unless you're Saw.
Yeah.
Saw 30 was number 1 and 1 was 10 and all this bullshit. But at the end of the day, it's like I think this next one should be the last one. This is
Yeah,
just me.
they got to start thinking what the
And
the
it's
overall
gonna-
end story is going to be.
And that's why I think they need to bring back Melissa Barrera, Jen Ortega, like
Yes.
whatever it takes.
Y'all got to close it out with everybody.
Close it out, bring them back, bring whoever's left of the original crew alive, bring, the twins back
Yeah.
and take your time, because right now, even people that I know, like this is their favorite franchise, horror franchise, or beloved this franchise, just reading some of the stuff and seeing what they think of reactions, like they've lost a little bit of love for the franchise because of it, and now you have to get that trust back. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know the end result, the bottom line, what you said, Eric, they were at what, 90-something million worldwide?
Worldwide, yeah.
So they're already in the green. They're going to make an 8. But now, just because you made money, that doesn't mean everybody's going to come right back. You know what I mean? Like, this was hyped up. Everybody wanted to see this for good and bad. Everybody wanted to see it because what it was going to look like with Neff Campbell coming back, and people wanted to see it also because I was going to look without Melissa Ortega and Melissa Barrera not there. You know what I mean? So it's like, at the end of the day, I think that the 8th one, they need to take their time, flesh it out, and come back as hopefully probably one of the best Scream movies around. Because if not, like I said, I think it's lost a little bit of its luster, and you can see it's running out of gas.
It's just how many times can you? Okay, if we're basing this in reality, if we're really taking this as some people are like, oh, just throw it, just have fun with it. It's like, okay, but like Scream is like the greatest movie ever. That is really what it comes down to. Is like there are, and they acknowledge that in 5. They talk about Stab the way of Scream. She's like, Stab is some people's favorite movie ever who got them into horror or whatever. And it's like, yeah, that's what Scream is. And so it's like, we want to take it seriously. We take Sidney Prescott serious. And she went through what she went through in Scream 1. And so it's like, okay, you make a sequel, you make a 3, but they like ended it with 3. That was kind of the thing, was like, you know, left the door open, like, we're good. We survived, we did it. But it's like, we're on 7 and we're going to do an 8. And it's like, how many times is it? At some point, it's like not fair. It's like, dude, it's not fair that Sydney can't just like live a life without these fucking chuckleheads. Like the orderly from the fucking hospital. And obviously, in hindsight, you look at it, it's like, obviously it's him because she showed him Matthew Lillard and he was like, oh, that's John.
Yeah.
It's like, we never talked to him again. We moved forward so fast that we never stopped and realized, like, wait.
Yeah. And also, you know, if you think about it, like, for those of us who recognize Ethan Embry, like, Ethan Embry in this throwaway role.
Yeah, I was telling you, I told Nick as soon as I got out, I leaned over to my wife. I was like, he's the puppet master. He's involved somehow. It was Dempsey in Thanksgiving. He was too famous just to not be involved in a bigger capacity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Moderately famous. I had to tell my friend, I was like, yeah, you still can't hurt them. She was like,
and speaking of which, before my thing cut off,
Vegas Vacation. He was famous 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But
audition for the original. He said he auditioned for Randy, I think.
That's hilarious. No, but
everybody wants to be Randy.
So shut up. So for those of y'all who's wondering, yes, Patrick Dempsey was supposed to return as Mark Kincaid, but thanks to the Hollywood fires, that prevented him from coming back because he was supposed to come back. So they just got another Joe McHale, random as fuck, but
good. I mean,
I like Joe McHale, but I felt like he was not cast correctly for this. Like, it was just weird. He did okay. He did okay, though.
I like Ghostface. Like, it was just like any other time they would have been like, oh, Ghostface comes in and kicks your ass. And it's like, you're the chief of police. Like, he's in your house. Kick his ass. At least try to kick his ass. And, like, he did. He fought Ghostface.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought him. That was a great, like I said, the scene, I think pretty much everyone agrees.
He
like,
wanted a refund for his weak-ass coffee.
And Ghostface went flying into the street and stood up and then got hit by the car. Everyone in the theater reacted. Everyone in my theater went,
same.
And then Gail got out of the everybody started clapping. I was like, you can say what you want. There is a applause sign scene.
Oh, boy. Well, fellas, sorry to interrupt you. I'm about to do a Nick here. I'm sorry. I'm damn on the 1%, and I have no plugs around me. It was nice knowing you all. But now keep talking in case I cut off. Y'all know what happens.
I agree with Nick though. Like when that scene happened and Ghostface got ran over, I thought, "Oh shit, this is totally different. They're gonna go a different direction because usually there's 2 killers for the most part, but like now it's not like whoa, what the hell? Like I thought it was gonna go in a different direction." After that,
like, Carl. But it could have springboarded something like bigger. It was like, oh, maybe it's like a lot of people, or maybe we're just starting to peel the.
You said like a lot of people. I was about to name another Slash movie, but it would have been a spoiler for those of you who haven't seen it. Nick knows what I'm talking about. A lot of people. Oh, you want me to give a spoiler?
Yeah.
What's the title of the movie?
It's gonna spoil who the killers are.
Say it.
Clown in a cornfield.
Oh yeah.
Say it.
Or like town in a cornfield. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like the whole damn all the adults.
Yeah. Once all those clowns come out of that cornfield, that's when that shit went south for me too.
Yeah.
Damn near like when two ghost faces snatched up the daughter.
So was it like Children of the Corn, except it was Adult of the Corn? Is that what it was? Like,
Not
Yeah,
quite.
it was just no supernatural aspect. They were just
I was
crazy as fuck.
one field, singular, not 10.
Yeah.
So, a whole circus in a cornfield.
But yeah, when the third act goes, you can't have the third act be the weakest because that's what you're going to remember when you leave.
yes.
Exactly.
And that's the reveal, and that's why that,
I was gonna rank. I was like, 3 might still be the weakest. Well, I don't know, but I was like, no, because the third act in 3 is something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've always hated how Roman like fakes his death. I don't like it. It's just not. It's not the same way Billy did it. It's not good. No.
Yep. And he's got.
I'm like the reveal is something. It's something. It's like, here's my motive. This is what it is. Whether it's good or not,
Bro.
it's like I was in the whole movie.
Your mom fucked my dad is something. You killed my son is something.
Something.
My mom abandoned me is and picked you is something. I want to be famous like you is something. Toxic fandom, I guess, is something. You killed our son and brother. My son and brother is something.
This is nothing.
You wrote a book and then disappeared.
We don't know what at the end of the day, it's just, this is a murky motive. Like, what even were they doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like
worst motives across the franchise.
Like, I could even see, what was his name? What the hell? The reporter, the guy. What was his name?
Mark Consuelos.
Marcus. I could have seen him being the killer and being like, because remember, what did he say? We're a small station. When am I going to get my break? That's like in Nightcrawler, where Jake Gyllenhaal was doing all that shit.
That's
like,
in the vein of Scream 4.
Yeah, like, that's what I was waiting for.
His name was
happen,
Robbie Rivers.
Yeah, that's what he was. He was like, he could have been a Ghostface in this day town, and then he could have been breaking the big store so he could get his big break. Like, that's what I
creating the news.
That's
better than what we got.
That would have made some more sense.
But it would have been something. My friend was like, she really thought it was the theater teacher.
He was creepy. Timothy Simons was lingering. It was creepy.
Yeah, like, why was he outside the house, and all this stuff? And I was like, well, it's what Scream is supposed to do. And I kind of explained. I was like, it's supposed to be everybody's a suspect.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Even the boyfriend showed up.
You show the boyfriend. You show the neighbors coming to the house being kind of weird. You see the theater teacher standing there. It's supposed to do that. It's like supposed to put everyone in your head. Like, oh, it could be him. Oh, it could be him. But it's the double-edged sword where it's like when you get to the third act, and almost every time since the first one, it's like, okay. Oh, so it was Mickey. Cool. Oh, yeah, it was obviously the reporter. But then it's like the little twist, like, oh, it's Billy's mother. Okay, fine. It's like, oh, it was Roman. We thought it was him. He got arrested. That's cool. It's like everyone, the only one since the first one where I was like, was Jill and what's his name? Because I just think it was executed well. Like, he was tied up at the chair. And you were like, fuck, he's tied up in the chair like the original. It's a throwback. And Kirby's name in all the movies. And I was like, this rules. And then he stands up and stabs her. It's like the kids say, like, I was gagged. I was gagged in 2011. I was gagged. And then
definitely was not gagged this weekend.
I'm sorry. Like, Jill. And again, it goes back to like 2011. You have to put yourself there. Or like, her motive was like, you have been famous for this, and it's like, fuck you. I want to be famous. I want to do this. I want to put it on blast so everyone sees it, and I'm the famous victim now. And you think, God, that's stupid. How many people now on social media date for clout?
Yep, absolutely.
They will do anything on social media.
Absolutely.
Be it streaming, be it OnlyFans, be it anything. for clout, for fame. Comment anything on any video, any post. Just be like, go see my whatever. Anything. I'm like, 2011, that's reinventing the wheel. That's like,
Yeah.
we're thrusting it forward. Seems kind of silly, like, okay, she just wants to be famous. But I'm like, no, she was the moment. She was.
Yeah.
So I give 4. I moved 4 up in my rank. I'm like, 4, it's not a perfect, but I moved it up. I'm like, it's perfect to me.
Dude,
That's like, it's going to be way up. But like, people say, what's your favorite MCU movie? And there's some good ones. To me, my number one is the first Iron Man. They're like, well, there's better movies than that. Yes, there are. But they reinvented, because Iron Man I read comic books growing up, was a B character. He wasn't big. And you took a B character and you made him basically the leader of this universe. And if that didn't work, there is no MCU. So to me, yes, there's other movies better than Iron Man, the first one. But to me, if it wasn't for that and they took a B character, made it what it is, that's where it's number one for me. Because without it, there is no other ones. Like, it's, and like, and when it comes to some of the Scream movies, yes, 2 to me was one of the better sequels I've ever seen of any franchise. But 5 and 6 sit a little bit higher because it was leading to something big. And 4, like Nick said, it was pushing the franchise further because they were ahead of its time in a sense, because with what's happening now, you know what I mean? Back then you were like, oh, whatever. But like, look at now. That's why those 3 movies, besides the original, sit in front of 2. Like 2 to me is not bad. Like 2 is 5, but then 6 and 7, there's like a huge gap to me.
Yes.
In between. So I mean,
I'm like, it was probably a better made movie than 3. The cast was good. The tension was good. Like I said, all the stuff is really good. And there's stuff in 6, something I noticed watching 6, and it happens more than once, and I don't know whose choice it was, but there are multiple times in 6 where Ghostface jumps, like in Gail's apartment. Ghostface like jumps out, and she like runs, and he gets on a table and jumps, and it goes whoosh, like he's Black Panther or something. It happens more than once in the movie. He gets on a table and goes, like Batman, like he, and like she's like running. And I was like, they didn't do any of that. And 7 was very much like, I'm chasing you through the street, and it seems silly, but it's like she's running through the empty town, but it's like there's a curfew.
Yeah.
None of those stores would be open. There would be no one there. It's kind of silly that Sydney just went running away and on foot.
From that TV station to her coffee shop had to have been a good 5 miles.
Yeah, it's like, why would you didn't walk here so far?
See, like I was saying, if they do 8 or whenever they end this franchise, if they're still around, like Jasmine Savoy Brown needs to come back, Mason Gooden has to come back. You got to bring the 2 girls back. I mean, if you're gonna do it and end it with a bang.
I don't see that happen. To me,
as long as they make money, Paramount's gonna milk it.
Yeah, I agree.
They're gonna make an 8 for sure. It's like, I don't see Melissa Barrera, and if I was her, I don't think I'd do it. Like, that's what I'm like, honestly, I said what I said. I did what I did. You did what you did. I don't think she's sitting around stewing about it the way.
No, I don't think so either.
Nah.
But she was. I think they tried to like patch things up with her. And I don't think they made any kind of public statement on the matter. I don't think they did any kind of like, I don't know. It's like, how do you pay penance for that? Where it's just like, oh, this could happen again at any time. And it's like, it didn't happen to anyone else but me, Melissa Barrera, when I did it. It doesn't happen to Mark Ruffalo or anyone else who is like constantly doing the same thing, and rightfully so. So it's like, but like people are boycotting the movie, and I get it, and I'm like, do it. That's awesome. I don't think it makes you like a war criminal if you go see Scream 7. It doesn't mean you support,
Yeah, I agree.
They completely had to rewrite the movie. It is a completely different director, different writer, different cast, different. Like they shit the bed with it, and they had to fix their thing. It's not like they went ahead with the same movie and recast her or some shit. They had to redo it, and it's not that good. It's not as good as probably whatever they were cooking up originally.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what, if I'm her, like, I don't know what they could do to get me to come back. I'd be like, you know, I'm fine with how Scream 6 ended. I'm still hot. I'm in other things. I'm Planet. I'm in other. I was in Abigail immediately.
Yeah, as long as Radio Silence is working, it's like she's gonna get hired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like Ortega does not need Scream. They need her more than she needs it. So for her not to come back,
as long as there's roles for goth chicks, I think Jenna Ortega has a job.
But it's
and also she's doing Wednesday. She's doing a whole bunch of other shit. You know what I mean? It's like she's busy.
And she's very young. She's like, what, 20, 21?
Something like that.
It's not like, you know, she's running out of roles. She got her whole future. She's an multi-Emmy nominated actress.
23.
He's fine.
Yeah, she's
going to be fine. So I don't know. To me, that would kind of make the most sense. It's almost like Scream 7 should have been Scream 5. In a way, if you think about it, it's like if we're going to go back and rely so much on like the past, it's like if they just hadn't made 5 and 6, it's like this could have been the first time. Maybe that would have been better. It's like go back and it's like, okay, it's been 11 years.
That reveal just killed me though. Like if the reveal would have made more sense and it would have been a better connection of some sort or something.
It's a burger. And the first Scream is like math. It is surgical with how good it is. Like people love it and they'll be like, "Oh, I love it." Like it is not just a matter of me loving Scream. You know, I loved Scream when I was like 9. It's like no, I watch it now and I'm like, this is like a perfectly executed horror movie. It is math. It is everything is done in service of the story and how we are going to get to the next part. We're going to kill the principal here, and that is what is going to get people out of the house because they can't leave the house because it's curfew. They are going to the house to party. Otherwise, they're probably going to stay there because it's curfew. They are going to leave the house to go see the principal's dead body. Randy is too drunk. It is Stu's house. Billy's upstairs fucking. Tatum is there. That's her boyfriend. They are going to stay at the house. We need them at the house. They are going to be the ones to stay at the house. It is math. It is perfect. It is 2 Ghostface. We act like now like there has to be 2. That wasn't a rule. It's like Roman, there was 1. That was not a rule. It's just that they did it so perfectly in the first one that it's like, of course it's 2 people. That's why they called while he was at the... You're thinking Billy gets arrested and Ghostface calls her at the house, so it can't be Billy. And it's like, it can be Billy. There's just 2 people. It's 2 of them. It's 2 homies.
Game changer.
And I think that was the whole twist of it up, is it was never done like that before.
Yeah.
Like in slasher movies, it's always one killer. It's always been one. It's always been one. It's always been one.
That's perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Scream also changed the game where it wasn't some supernatural entity and it was just 2 people.
Yeah.
It is perfection. The movie store, the video store scene is perfect. They're laying it out in front of you and you're just like enjoying it because you're so used to movies having red herrings and just like, oh, look over here while this is happening. You're so used to that it's like, okay, it can't be Billy. But like Randy is laying it out as you're thinking that. He's saying, I'm telling you, the dad, it's like, I think it's the father. He's out of town. It's like, he says, the dad is a red herring. It's Billy. And he confronts him on it right then and there. Right there. And it's just like, you're thinking, it can't be Billy. It can't be. It's too obvious. And they're in front of you.
The whole movie, they're telling you it's Billy and Stu.
Yes. It's like they're laying it out. But you're so busy thinking, and it's like they're already telling you, We have broken the rules. We are laying the rules out, and we are actively breaking them. We killed Drew Barrymore immediately. We are telling you that this is different than everything you've seen. It is the best movie ever, and everyone since has like paled. Even 2, which I think 2 is great. It is like not as good as the first one.
I mean, that
Comes
scene
pretty fucking
alone
close.
is iconic.
It comes pretty fucking close.
And it's scary. You know, people talk about Ghostface, it's spooky. And I'm like, no, like the Drew Barrymore like kill is like scary. It's like cold and like mean.
Yeah.
And
Think about it. At that time, she was the only big name. Like Neff Campbell was up and coming.
Shock
like,
value.
You know, Matt Lillard, who's he? You know what I mean? Like, you know, Skeet Ulrich,
Serial
who's
Mom.
he? You know what I mean? These are up and coming young actors. And besides, you know, David Arquette, Courtney Cox, and Drew Barrymore, especially Drew Barrymore, you know, young kid actress, you know, been in the game for so long. Now she's older. Now she's in this scene, and then you kill her off right away.
yeah,
That's crazy.
on her like second or third comeback at that point when that was allowed to be a thing. And it was like, she's the face. And it's so much cooler for her to be on the cover because it's just like, oh, Casey. It's so much cooler to have
Mhm.
front.
But-
Like, it's perfect. I could talk about the first movie all day. It's
And that's
perfect.
the thing is like
I don't
to
have
me
all
when
day.
it comes to horror movies, my favorite horror movie is Halloween, the first one, the original. After that, it's Scream 2. I mean Scream, the original.
Fire.
See,
You hate Scream.
I don't hate Scream 2.
Scream 2. Scream 2 is great. And the fact that they wrote it so fast and it came out like a year later,
And rewrote it.
great. And it established tension in a different way than Scream 1. The scene where she's rehearsing the play,
Yeah.
so sick. And I'm like, dude, they are operating on a different level here. But to me, it's like the third act is like good. I'm like, they're good. But it's like, obviously it's these two like secondary characters. Just the twist with it, his mother, that it's like, okay, that's the twist. That's the nut.
Like here's the thing is, if there's
Billy's
any sort of connection when they
mother.
do 8, it's gonna be
It's gonna be the
Ton
random
better than 7.
fast food attendant that she bitched about not getting her fucking ice in her Coke.
you know, it's just if there's any connection of the killer or reveal that makes sense, it's gonna seem a billion times better than 7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If y'all can do, I don't know, if they're not listening. If there's something that could be done, got those two young women back into the shit, and they could do like a Infinity War Scream and just bring everyone back who has survived. Just be like, hey, the Core 4 is here. Gail's here.
63-year-old Gail Weathers.
And her daughter, they're here. If you could do it and make it good,
Just bring Shawnee Smith from the Saw franchise,
Good.
from Saw 87, and just combo it, and we should be good.
Nah, right.
I don't know. I generally am like, what could you write that is like new and also like makes sense? That's talking about 4. I'm like, it makes sense in 2000
Mhm.
to do a new Scream. It's like, look, we've remade every movie. We've rebooted everything. We've had how many Scream copycats? You know, Urban Legend, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Valentine, Idle Hands, Final Destination. How many of those movies that came out in the wake of Scream?
Mhm.
It's like it's time for Scream to speak. It's like it's like we need to hear what Wes Craven has to say about this. And so it made sense to do a 5 where it's like we've rebooted Halloween into the ground. Let's do Scream. We did this bullshit Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing.
Mm.
Let's bring Scream back and see what they have to do. But it's just kind of like legacy sequel.
Yeah.
And it's like, Did Last Summer has already killed it. So it's like, you've already killed it. We don't
Yeah.
do that again. So, I don't know. It's like they need to reinvent the wheel. And I just think it's hard to, like Wes Craven calling the shots. Someone who's like Wes Craven's like, I can make that work.
Yeah, but,
And that's the thing is like you just said, Nick. At the end of the day, who's left? Randy said it too. Who out of that crew for any type of connection? Who's left? It would have been great if they would have done. If, like I said, my whole thing was before that whole Melissa Benoist thing. I'm thinking Scream 7. I'm like, she is going to become Ghostface.
That's what they said. Like, I've read that like one of the main treatments for the next one would have been her being Ghostface. And I'm like, I don't love that, if I'm being honest.
I don't love it either, but think about it. She is born, she's part of a family of serial killers. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day is, Billy Loomis, her dad's a serial killer. That's in you genetically. You know what I mean? Like, you could see some of it changing here and there in 6. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I don't love it. Like, I think a big part of it was her, like, overcoming it while also kind of accepting it. But, like, fuck you if I'm going to let that be my whole thing. If I'm going to be, fuck you. I will, because you attacked my sister, you attacked my friends, you did this to me, Aura, I'll kick your ass. But, I'll do that. But it's like, I don't love her being Ghostface. At the same time, if they somehow fixed everything and brought her back for the new one and you didn't even know she was in it, and then Ghostface took their mask off and it was her, what the fuck? I don't know if I'd like it, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, do we need 8 of these fucking things?
You got to end this sooner or later.
Yeah, do we need 8?
I mean, shit. Happened? How many times it was the Final Destination? How many times was the final destination? Now they came out with Bloodline. You know what I mean? It's like
that you can at least keep doing, where it's just like, oh, it's happening here. It's happening to these people now. It's just like, you can kind of keep that concept going where it's like, how many fucking times is Michael Myers going to get shot or thrown down the stairs or thrown out a window before it's like, this motherfucker should be dead. This man he is too old to be carrying on like this.
Yeah.
And they're do it for 45 years.
I mean, to be honest with you, like Mason Gooden's character, Chad, that guy's been stabbed 50. I think he surpassed Dewey.
Yeah. I think if they're going to be, kill him or don't touch him. They don't sliced or diced anymore.
Yeah.
They're going to live, have them live.
Those only got cut once in 7.
Yep. He's a pincushion at this point.
Like, do it in 4. It's like, dude, don't even flirt with it getting killed. It's fun.
I think we can put a cap on this.
Yeah.
Good ending point. If you've seen Scream 7, let us know what you thought. Positive, negative. If we're crazy, if we're right on the money, let us know. I'll be back. Put a wrap on it. It's Rec League. Yo, recently I've been completed 40 revolutions. Didn't even take y'all 40 days to ignore the resolutions. What the fuck we doing? Y'all not on 40 cycles. Watch the clown car roll up, releasing dorky rivals. When it don't go your way, then you gotta cause a scene. Getting every single thing you want only happens in the dreams. All about exaggeration, something like a caricature. Dudes acting creepy, not talking to girls, they just staring at her. Panic sets in, people react with desperation. Keep poking, keep reaching, just testing patience. The test I'm acing. February was crazy how many blessings came in. Ain't even trying to flex, man, I'm just making statements. Scenery change coming soon, y'all can just watch. Y'all must think I'm Danhausen, but you can't put me in a box. In the shower or driving, I cook the dopest rhymes when I can't stop to write. Y'all get countless chances, but can't get the pen like you L.A. Knight. And chill till the next episode.